And of
But
Armageddon.
how
Yeah.
long those could take,
Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like at this point the Hamburger is a small check.
Still a check.
It's
Yeah.
still a check.
Yeah.
For
No,
sure.
it's a big check technically
All right.
because we get all the shards. So it's a big check.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it's true.
It's a small check to a big check.
Yeah. But I basically told the people at work, I was like, yeah, we've been going on 3 years for this campaign. They're like, what?
yeah.
They're like, doesn't this last like a few weeks? I'm like,
No. No.
I was like, if
No.
you have a module, if you're playing a module,
If you're sane,
yeah,
even Strahd, we're on episode like 31 or 32.
20. I thought it
you
was
play
20
like
No.
every
something.
other week. So
This
yeah, that's...
20 is on YouTube, but we just did like episode 31 or something.
Yeah.
And we're
Takes a lot.
finally having our dinner with Strahd, which I think is supposed to happen way sooner, but
Strahd dinner.
You
I
know.
mean, yeah, something wrong with build up. 1
Yeah.
year, 3 months. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking, Mira, about how in last month, November, was our 3-year anniversary for this game, for this chronicle, this campaign, this bullshit.
And we love
I'm
every
excited.
second of it.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. Truly, truly. Speaking of, welcome back to another wonderful session of the
Yes.
Black Aurora.
Yes.
Um,
118.
118, and as Becky did point out, the title has done a 180 from last week, because last time we left off, you guys were just beginning a 10-day stretch, or technically 9-day stretch, before your ship is repaired, and then once the ship's repaired, the world is your oyster, and you can go do many incredible things. And then after that is another week before the ball, as well as the coronation ceremony for King Dior. So, you guys had a lot of ideas for what to do during your 9-day vacation, basically. The party split, going from the two groups of sisters, and Paisane with, one of them. The party split down the middle, basically, and went off to different parts of the world. The two sisters from Susail went and spent time with their mother, had a conversation with some pirates about getting tutored in the way of Exalted Flame, tentatively agreed to host a whole group of pirates at a port. That's going to happen in a day or so, which is fun. And you got to see some of the sights that Susail had to offer, your home in Susail Levitos, as you haven't really gotten to spend much time with your family until recently. It was a very nice time. You also went and picked up the amulet and sending stone to Vivian, so now you can converse freely with her. You also filled her in on everything you learned again, even more so. And she hasn't responded yet because you messaged her at like 6 in the morning for her when she was just waking up and getting ready. So we'll probably continue that conversation this session. But who cares about Violet and Paria? That shit was boring last time. What really mattered was the days of our Varos family lives. Because the twins decided to bring Paisane home to meet Mom and Dad. Not Dad, Mom and Tav. Mom and Tav Moral.
Stepdad.
Oh,
No dad.
my God.
Mm-hmm.
The family drama ensued
love
because it's truly one of those soap opera moments where you're bringing home your new lover, boyfriend, whatever, to meet your previous engaged, your fiance, who is now your father, your stepfather. And he has no idea. And so it was juicy.
Yeah.
You had awkward conversation with Elonea, your mother, grilling Paisane on, if he's worthy of you. And it got a little real at some points where she started asking you, like, how long do Leonin live? Considering you are a long-lived species that will, be around for another 600 years. And he'll probably be here another 60, 80. So that got a little uncomfortable. Paisane was trying to be very much on his best behavior and impress Elonea, who seemed to care much about presentation and finance and status and things like that. And so Paisane invited her to the ball, much to the the annoyance of some people present.
Yay.
And also revealed his potential candidacy as the next regent of Bardest, which she did believe, and it changed her tune a little bit on like, oh, you come from power. Interesting. Good job, Medea.
I didn't.
Keep him.
I didn't
essentially.
know Mom was such a gold digger.
I mean, listen.
Uh-huh.
You can use whatever word you want.
Money
She
talk.
is just hoping that Medea finds someone who will be able to keep her happy. And, you know,
Wealthy.
wealthy. And maybe open a string of spirages in a desert nation, okay?
Yeah.
You wrote her to be cold, bitter, and business oriented, so I'm playing it, okay?
No, you're doing a
Perfect.
perfect job.
Perfect.
But throughout the conversation, though, there was a bit of a turn. You guys did have some fun dance lesson moments and everything. It was very funny. We had a lot of great moments, but there was a slight somber undertone of her having this weird level of hatred for Calciphilians, who technically she used to be. Like she Dane, the Republic of Dane, not 30 years ago was Calciphel, just Eastern Calciphel. So this weird sudden hatred for her former countrymen is very odd, and you all assumed correctly, of course, that it was the known organization, the Cult of Animosity, who call themselves a cult and seem to welcome any hatred cast upon them and spread it to others. You all know as well they are agents of the Order. They are to empower the Apostle of Hatred. And it seems like your mother has been targeted slightly. She's bearing a signet of theirs, and it seems to be affecting her. Which led you to a very tense stealth mission, Mira, where you successfully infiltrated your mother's room using invisibility and some sleight of hand, managed to wrest this necklace away from her without waking her up, and she was none the wiser as you identified it as a signet of animosity, which amplifies the wearer's already existing like hatred or what's the word I'm looking for? Their intolerance, essentially. It amplifies it.
Yeah.
And you found out that she's effectively cursed to want to keep it on her. And that the longer she has it, the worse it will get. And so a discussion was had about what to do here. You talked with Tavmaral as we actually are in the map. So where we left off is you were talking with Tav about the cult and how apparently there's been a decree recently that all must attend a weekly sermon by the cult at the local church, which the one closest here is Pilgrim's End, a little bit to the east. And so once a week, everyone is kind of assigned, depending on where they live, kind of in a district standpoint. This district has a specific day they go, which thankfully turned out to be yesterday, as we had done the rolls to see how much longer you have until they have to go back. In addition, you determined that she was cursed, and through Medea's quick thinking, you had given Pizane an amulet a while ago that had greater restoration enchanted into it as like a spell, and he still had that, obviously, and so that can remove a curse. So you gave that to Tavmaral with the intention of him going and removing the curse on her, and him urging you three to do whatever you feel is necessary to snap Elenea out of this, because she has not been herself for some time. And so, as we pick back up here, Medea, Mira, and Pizane are sitting in this barrage. It is like 4 a.m. It's extremely early. The place is very quiet. There's a little bit of noise. There's some people walking around. This place is 24-hour. Tav was just beginning his shift. Elenea has just fallen asleep within the last 20 or so minutes and had the necklace stolen, which you've handed to Tav. And you three were discussing potential plans to demolish Pilgrim's End, to put a stop to the weekly trips to this cult of animosity to potentially delay your mother's return to the cult. So as you guys were discussing what to do, we pick back up as Tavmaral takes the amulet and rubs his finger on it a bit as he looks at it. I promise I'll make sure your mother is cured of this affliction. I think you said she was asleep now, right?
Yes.
Probably best I go down before she wakes and causes a fuss and cast it on her while she sleeps.
That's
Probably best.
That would be best. We're going to talk with our party. Go ahead and do that.
Of course. If anyone comes to the counter, you girls know what to do. And he heads down.
I will want that back after.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
of course.
Thank you. Sorry, Paisane.
No, I mean, if it's gonna help your mom, that's great. It's good thinking on making that. I didn't even remember that it was enchanted, to be honest. That was really cool.
I kind of didn't. I don't know if I even told you, honestly. I probably should have.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if you did. But hey, it worked out.
Right.
So, he like pulls his hammer down and kind of like sets on the counter. We doing this or?
Well, let's talk with the others first.
Why do we need their permission? They're,
We don't need
doing
their
their thing.
permission, but we need help.
How hard is it to wreck a building?
Well, I mean, depends on the building. I think I could do some damage pretty good, but
I mean, if it is
it was
made of
wood, pretty easy.
if
Yeah,
it is made of
Crazy.
stone, it's
harder.
Have we seen it before?
Yeah, you've been in it.
yeah.
Briefly.
Okay, we were in it. Okay.
It's definitely a church made of stone, brick, mortar. It's a long-lasting foundation.
Yeah. Well, with that in mind, we might need a little bit of help.
Yes, I don't know, a powerful caster or somebody, but maybe Peria's mom. She knows a lot of spells.
She does. You're like, no!
Agreed.
No.
Mama does not play a part of this. Is there another way we could delay it?
Can you think of a way? Because I certainly can't.
Just hit it really hard over and over.
Alright, Paisane.
It's
Sometime
what I do.
I know.
I know it's
You do
what
very
you do, and it's not always the answer.
Neither are arrows. It's fine.
I don't know
It's
about
fine.
that.
Do you have a building destroying arrow? Wait, you might
Yes, I do. I have adamantine arrows.
Damn it.
I have an arrow for that.
Do everything.
Well, that's the thing, though. If we destroy it, they'll assume that the closest place are the people who did it, and then that would come back harshly on.
Do we just...
maybe.
okay, boy, I know this is like talking to a brick wall, but
Really, it is.
we could
Rather break a brick wall.
we could talk to our mother, but you know how good that does.
She doesn't listen to me.
No,
You know this.
maybe
She
she'll...
listens to you more than anything else.
Maybe she will listen to me.
Is there any way that she can just not go? Like, do they like force them?
The only thing I can think of
guards?
is if we get her out of here and have Tav stay.
Oh,
Maybe.
then he'd be susceptible to it.
I'm not asking Sylvan to babysit our mother.
He's already babysitting Narkashan. I mean,
You know,
What's
maybe,
another one?
maybe,
other.
maybe we... Oh, God, Paisane.
What?
it might be the best idea is to just.
Yeah.
The only
the
way
best.
she's going to be allowed to go to the ball is if she gets away from here for a while, takes a vacation.
Mm,
Your idea might end up working, and I hate it.
Yes. Calculated.
I doubt that.
definitely wasn't talking out of my ass for most of that conversation.
No, definitely not.
Okay. So, who are we calling then?
Who you gonna call? He
Ghostbusters.
has all the people.
Yeah,
He has all the
Thumbing through his
stones.
Rolodex of stones.
God, well, all right. Do we?
Mm,
Oh God. Do I talk to Dior?
To what? To get
I don't
permission
know.
for Mom to come
Oh
down
God,
and
you know,
Matty?
Mom isn't going to stay. Mom cannot stay in our house.
Mm. Yeah, we didn't clean. Oh no, she can't live there.
No,
no,
that
no,
is
no, no, no,
that is
no.
the reason.
She
Yeah,
demands
that's
come back
definitely
right
the reason.
away.
That is the reason.
It's definitely not another house guest who might be there right now.
No.
No, but I don't know if you know about that. So, anyways,
True.
I don't know. You don't think you told me.
I don't remember.
It's our house.
mm-hmm.
Or
Our mine.
No.
Our
No.
house.
Stop it.
House.
In the middle of our house. Our house.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
In the
Not
middle of
continuing
our
it.
house. Our house.
Nope.
Stop.
Nope.
Alright.
No. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
should we take her with us then? Maybe she can stay at Orlith's
I
for a
mean,
little bit.
Mom has
That's a nice
money.
place. Mother would really like the, exoticness
mean,
of that place.
You're not wrong. Eleneo would be very into like rooming with a queen
Mm-hmm.
in some ways. Oh man.
I mean, Orlith is very, very, generous and nice. She has nice plush couch and, accessories of home.
Limitless, apparently.
Yes,
Mhm.
well,
That's my idea. If we don't wreck the church. That's my second plan.
what time is it in?
I don't know. We don't have the thing that Perry always has. in his
It's
hands,
hold
but
on. So
It's technically so
it's
4
early.
a.m. here. It's farther
sundial?
west, so it's backwards in time. So technically, Susail is like it's maybe
Oh,
like midnight, 10
No,
p.m. for them.
Dior is probably very asleep right now.
Yeah, it's like maybe 1 a.m.,
Although-
2 a.m.
they,
for
well,
Dior.
they don't. They,
no.
they turns too, don't they?
Dior,
You also
yes,
know Dior
yes.
is an elf. He only trances for 4 hours.
Right. He does. He isn't elfin race like us.
He has his morning espresso, double shot. Let's do this. People are
Hello. Good morning,
1
Dior.
hour? Mm.
Good morning. Yeah, there you go.
Morning, Dior.
Oh, sister.
You don't know I'm doing this.
No, I don't. And you really should inform me of these things.
Favor to ask.
Oh, I love how he rolled a D30 there. Mm. Oh, that was from.
Do you have accommodations for ball guests who arrive early to stay at? Need to get mother away from evil.
Okay. All right. Alright, I need to look at the sending spell just once again.
Uh-huh.
Every once in a while,
Yeah,
I just need to remind myself of certain things. Hear it in their mind, recognize you as the sender. Right, if they know you, answer in like manner immediately. Sure. Okay. That's fine. Cool. You gotta. Oh, Mira. Time zones. Right. Yes. Technically. Your mother's coming. Good to know. Of course she can.
Oh, thank goodness.
Still 2 weeks from ball. Did you mean now? Can this wait 2 hours?
Until I have my coffee?
Until I finished my 4-hour rest? It's like,
He does get the grumpy
I rolled-
if he's
I rolled a
interrupted.
D30. He's in the middle of his.
Yeah, trance.
It wasn't a hard roll, but 10 out of 30 is not great.
Yeah, it's fair. Hold on, let me open up my character sheet so I can start expending my spell slots.
Asking for favors. Another one. Another one.
What's another?
Alright, so
Oh.
we had
Compound
that.
that debt,
True,
you know.
true.
We'll eventually just break even.
Alright.
All the things we ask of him. We won't have any actual
That bonus
money.
of money that you're asking
Yeah.
for, then used up.
Yeah.
You have to go on another escort mission.
Hopefully it won't be as long
This
as
is why
this
next
one.
campaign, I'm not having any of you fuckers start with like a demigod in your back pocket, or a king as a family member, or you're related to Toloko. None of that. None of that. You gotta earn all your favors next campaign. None of that will be happening next campaign.
Gotcha.
No close personal friends of a god?
Nope. You can
I didn't ask for any of that.
I know.
Just saying.
You can know them because they're famous people next campaign. They might be co-workers or your boss or something, but not like familial or incredibly close, or you have a bond with their dead daughter or something like that. We're not doing that next campaign.
Okay, alright.
The campaign of
DM
asking
has
for
spoken.
favors.
That's fair.
It's been so many favors.
Sorry. I'll message later. But families in danger, animosity, cult. We can discuss more after you get your rest.
Beauty nap.
This is a second sending,
Yeah.
right? So there's a small pause before you hear, No, you're right. Family's important. Let me see what I can do. Housing shouldn't be hard. I can't promise the best accommodations, but I'll see what I can manage.
It's fine, she will complain, whatever.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
So you're supposed to be a king? Oh, this is...
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's saying fine,
This
too.
is your coronation ceremony? Okay. Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna
he,
It's okay. Leonor will put her in her place.
Oh yes, probably.
yeah. So
Probably
what?
slap her
You're
across the
some
face.
goddess or something? Okay.
Mhm. He doesn't know what he's saying yes to, and that's how I want it to be right now.
Yeah. As far as he's concerned, I mean, you threw in the family card. That's an easy win with Dior at this point after
It
Camille,
really
especially.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, damn.
Alright, Sister Paisane, Sounds like
yeah, I saw you over there looking like
We've been
this.
watching you for the last 2 minutes.
Just
talking
going-
to
just
nothing,
going like
just
this.
doing thematic components and stuff.
It,
Yeah,
it, it,
who are
does, it is a little creepy.
When you've been with you long enough, you know what you're
Mhm.
looking at when it happens. Like we can just tell.
Right.
It's not hard.
Dior is willing to. They have housing. We can try and force our mother to take a vacation to Renati. We need to play it
What?
up. We really need to play
What?
it up.
What? She's
Hey.
going to our.
Not our house, to our
Okay.
home, to our place of. We
Hometown.
we need to get her away from
I agree.
this.
At Orlitz, it's much nicer though.
Look. We can workshop it. We can put off bringing her back. We just need to get her away from here, and I think
I know.
I think Tav can run this place fine.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a commander.
Well,
Or so. It's
yes.
just a
This is
commander of a
effective-
spa.
This is effectively his retirement. It's kind
Yeah.
of like running a spa.
If he can,
Even though he's like pretty young.
for
He's
now.
not. Yeah, he's
He's
not
like 5
terribly
years
old.
older than us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he can retire because he came into money quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, you're gonna be playing it up because I can't lie.
I know. I know.
I can't lie like that. You know what happened last time? I kind of left.
Well, yes, and I know that I am the favorite.
I don't know. I
Kind
told her
of.
I'm gonna be a king, and she kind of likes me right now.
Yes, Paizane's the favorite.
Pyazane.
Yeah.
I look over towards Medea.
Mhm.
I should tell him. I should tell him.
No, don't, sister. I start doing in our elven speech. No, no. I swear on everything. I
Celtic
will.
296
I'll break
here.
all of your arrows. I will do
X5.
it.
Distraction.
What
And
am I
you're
missing?
trancing.
In the speech. But sister, he's going
Nope,
to
I
find
know.
out eventually.
I don't want him to find out eventually. He'll run for the hills. It's so weird.
Oh, sister, he loves you. He will just. Whatever.
Be very awkward. Yes.
Yes,
I
it
I
just
would.
can do an insight check at disadvantage because he knows when you're talking about him.
Uh huh.
Disadvantage insight. Carry on.
My wayward son.
He's gonna eventually
Natural one
like
for a 2.
decipher our language. Eventually.
He's trying. He's like,
We say
You know what
Paisane and he'll
Yeah.
understand that.
okay, something.
Look,
Maybe that means the word. I don't know.
it is. If you don't tell
I'll
him one
on
day,
my own time if I
alright,
want to. Just
alright.
not here, not now.
Please don't take as long as you took to finally kiss him. At least. God, that
At
took
this point,
forever.
you hear footsteps coming up as Tavmoral seems to return with the necklace in hand, and he comes up and hands it back. I think it worked. She didn't even rouse.
Good.
Seemed to take effect, though.
All right. I have talked to
Paisane takes it back.
Lord Dior.
Get it reenchanted
Fluenti of
Yes.
the Holy Land. That name's pretty well known.
Yes.
You have connections with lordship.
Yes. Yes, I do. He's my employer of
Our
sorts.
employer. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dora Guardians.
Right. I thought that was managed by Miss Crestwood.
It is. But
It
they work close
is,
together,
but
so it's kind of,
I'm very impressed either way. What did they have to say?
I am going to suggest that we get Mother away from here and her mandatory sessions and have her take a vacation to Renati.
That's not the word to use. That is not the word to use. No. I've
business
suggested
venture. Business venture.
That's better. I've tried using the word vacation so many times it shuts down the conversation so quickly you have no idea.
All right.
Business
Eva
venture
doesn't
though
take
I like. We
vacations.
can work with that.
A business venture to Renati and the Holy Land. Until the ball, and then we'll see what happens. Can you handle this? I think you can.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's no problem. I might have to close it in the evenings. I won't tell Elunea that, but I will need to sleep for at least 4 hours a day. At least.
I am sure
Without
your
sleep trance.
staff will appreciate having some downtime.
Well, they all work in shifts, obviously,
Well,
but yes.
yes, but it'll give you a chance to clean the places you can't clean when people are here.
Well,
Mm,
true
general.
enough. It is difficult, but yes, it will be helpful. Maybe I could give Eve a day off. Good Lord knows I could use it.
Yes,
I mean, she could use it.
I believe so. I think she is very overworked.
I would not
And
be
a little
surprised
bitter.
if that was the case.
Maybe Elunea gets a vacation. Or the
That's
sorry.
your mom,
Sorry. Maybe
Eve.
Eve gets a vacation.
Yeah, I was like,
That
oh,
could work.
Because God knows Mom will never get to give her one.
No.
Yes, that's very true. Anyways, we will. I guess we'll go off of the idea that it's a business venture.
What are we gonna
Is
do about her seeing that the necklace isn't there in the
well, I'm hoping she won't care now that we've removed this curse, apparently. But if she cares, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I will
bridge?
I will stay here with you to wait for Mom to come up.
Well, it'll be about 4 hours. So.
Should I
I
make
know.
myself scarce?
No, I
Mom
don't.
always has a scowl when I'm here. It seems.
Probably, I suppose.
You and Paisane are fresh. Perhaps you two go on a
A
but
dippy dip.
You two could enjoy the spa.
yes.
That sounds great.
There you go. We
That
yes.
sounds
You
Present's like, we just did the springs like not that long ago, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
but
nothing wrong with
We have all
two
the
spa days.
fragrances and fragrances and
Yeah.
soaps. I like the soaps here. I
Okay,
have to make the soaps.
sure. I showed you my spa. You show me yours. This is
Yeah.
great.
there you go.
That's
Maybe alcohol
basically
will be
it.
Maybe alcohol will be involved too. I don't know.
Oh fuck yeah! Sorry. Yeah, that sounds great. I could really use a drink after your mother.
yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah,
about.
that feels about right.
Yeah, Sour goes, like reaches down, pulls out
You already
a
have
full
a
of glasses.
fucking bottle. Oh, thank
What?
you.
Just starts pouring.
Are you okay?
Oh, I've never been better.
I
Very
mean,
inside out.
sister, he's had to deal with our mother on
I
a
know.
curse.
I know.
It's
She's
been
already a curse. No, I'm joking.
it's been difficult lately, yes, but
Mhm.
I do feel a lot better knowing that perhaps it wasn't just her and it was some sort of cursed object. That makes a bit more sense.
Mhm.
Yes, I know it probably is a little bit of her too, but
It is. It was just bringing out the worst of her.
yes, which is a terrifying prospect. Your mother is a force of nature. That much I've known for a while.
Mhm.
And it's just been pretty dark lately. But it sounds like we're working towards a solution, which is all I can ask for.
We are.
I'm also going to be serious. I think this vacation business venture will be very helpful for all of us.
I think so too. Maybe not for Dior and his staff, but that's not our
No.
problem.
I'll send a
Yeah.
fruit basket along with as an apology in advance.
Please.
Probably a good gesture.
Maybe we'll send some of our highest brand soaps and lotions as well for the lady of the house.
There you go.
Do I know if Philionor likes soaps and lotions?
Oh, you don't know much
Have I
about
ever seen her
Philionor's
going
personal
like
life.
this? I don't know.
Give me a retroactive perception check for like if you've ever spotted Philionor with a lot of self-care.
Yeah.
19?
I would know, okay? I'm
You
a girly
would.
girl.
You would.
Okay.
I will say this.
Hmm.
You've never seen her applying anything, but Philionor always has the scent of like a summer breeze and is perfectly, her skin is porcelain constantly. You also know she is an angelic being and the herald of
Angelic
Iomedae and essentially an
that might have
eternal
sparkles.
servitor of a goddess.
Okay, that's what I need to achieve.
So that might play into it.
Maybe.
I need to know
Yeah.
her skincare angel secrets. That's what I need to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All you have to do is pledge your eternal soul to the service of a goddess and be reborn as a solar.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
It's very simple.
See. All right.
That's how I can be
Well-
connected to somebody, but not. I'll play a solar.
You don't play a solar? I'm
Not-
sorry, we're not starting next campaign at level 15.
Mm.
You'll play a solar.
No, like a solar
I
that had
will
their
kill
energy
you.
drained. It's fine.
If you can logic that, we'll find. You know what? Get me some lore. We'll talk it out. That could be an interesting hook.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'll get my
I'll
favors.
just play a solar. It's like, why not? My next
all
character's
play
gonna be a
solars?
lich, just so you know. Like, oh, okay.
It's
A
okay.
family of
They're-
solars.
They're a good lich. They got all their souls by killing demons.
Yeah, exactly. My lich is ethical. All of his souls were ethically sourced, full organic, no cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
We can be like
Constantine or something.
the Shazam kids.
My god.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm
Anyways.
I already have a good Elithid Mira.
Mm.
Play a good Elithid next campaign. Oh my god. Anyways, that's a year off. We're not talking about that now.
Yep.
At
Mhm.
least a year off.
More,
Maybe
probably.
6 months.
All right.
Hard to say.
So
We'll
yes,
see.
lotions, skincare products, and fruit basket. Yes. That's
He looks at He looks down. He's like, and a bottle of wine.
Do I know what kind of wine Dior drinks? Have I been?
Anyways, so as we you guys
know.
gather the
Yeah, but-
ingredients to make a kick-ass gift
Mhm.
basket as an
Yes.
apology for having to host your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Medea and Paisan, you guys avail yourselves of the spa services here for the next few hours, while Mira and Tavmaral sit and wait until eventually, a few hours later, the steps can be heard rapidly up as Elunea comes around the corner, dressed again and hair up and... I must say, that was the best trance I've had in weeks. I didn't know they could be different, really, but I hope everything's not gone to shit up here. She comes over, and you see she leans over and gives Tav a kiss on the cheek. Good morning, dear. And you see he's like, oh, good morning. You look well. She like moves over, and she just immediately sits. I feel well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just been the stress of life lately, or I don't know, maybe worrying that Medea would never find someone, and finding that she finally has a good option. Looks to Tav, and he's like, I kid. I don't know. I just woke up feeling with a weight off of myself. It feels refreshing. Anyways, how's business been up here while I've been gone? Anything happened that I should be aware of? What is that? And he's like, she looks over, sees a basket of like fruit and lotions and a bottle of wine. And he's like, this is your offering to Lord Dior Fluenti for your upcoming business trip to discuss a possible sparage location in the Holy Land. before the big ball. She goes, the what now? Wasn't the ball in like 2 weeks?
Yes, well, I have spoken to Lord Dior, and we have accommodations so you can go on a business venture over in Renati for a week or two, discuss things before the ball.
And you decided this without my input?
I assumed that Mother would want a business venture. If you don't want to look at expanding, I can understand.
Persuasion with advantage.
Yes.
Not 20.
Natural 20.
It works.
And a natural 19. You got the two potentially highest rolls.
Hell yeah.
Holy crap. Okay. She's like, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I was impressed.
Oh,
Both had taken such initiative. Perhaps you both care about this company more than I thought.
Speaking of, where's your sister?
I have.
I suppose I should go back.
Back?
Pack.
Oh, pack.
Key.
Pack, sorry. Yes, we will, be setting out later today, probably.
Excellent. Oh, well, this is exciting. A new location. I did hear the Holy Land does have a desert region, but maybe we'll try branching out. I've heard a lot about this Renati. Do you think they could use a spa? I've heard it was destroyed once. There's probably a lot of stress there. Think of the money. Anyways, well, it seems like you've got this handled, Tav. I have to go pack for a big trip. How are we getting there? It's like she's like already walking down the stairs as she's saying this.
We will
Are we going by boat?
teleport.
Ooh, I've never done that before. And she's
Oh,
like continuing
gosh.
down the steps.
Oh,
You see
geez.
Tav like standing there. Well, the spell worked.
It does seem that way. She seems almost like a different person.
A little bit more than I was expecting.
Let's just
Maybe
roll
this
with it.
was- Maybe this was the best then.
Well,
Okay.
you will take care
So
of
that's
everything
that.
here. Once Mom is ready, we will head out soon.
Of course. You can count on me. I'll let Eve know and have her take her own vacation during the time, and maybe I can see if Talon has any help she can send over that'll cover. Probably should let your sister know about that too.
We will do. And thank you.
Of course.
For taking care of my mother.
Right.
I know things were. Medea's not in the room, right?
No, yeah,
No.
you two,
Okay.
they're gone.
No, we're gone.
I know things were weird in the past, but we live so many lives worth, and that may as well have been a life ago.
Yes, it was certainly some time. And it has certainly been. Tyson doesn't know, does he?
No,
The way he's been acting.
I keep teasing my sister, but I'll probably wait till she is ready to tell him.
That's probably for the best. He strikes me as a good man, but I don't. It's odd saying this out loud considering my previous station, but I don't know if I could take him in a fight.
Oh, I
If
don't
it
think you
broke out.
could.
No, I don't think I could either. I really don't.
We
I've
have
grown a bit more rusty.
we have been fighting with Paisine for some time now. I think she fell in love on the battlefield would be a good way to put it.
It does strike me as Medea.
Yes. But they are good for each other.
It seems it.
Even if even if he doesn't live for a long time, I know they will be happy together.
Your mother values legacy very highly, stability and longevity. I think that stems in part from losing your father. But I think there is value in love no matter how much time you have with it.
I agree.
And I'd like to apologize for becoming your stepfather. Because I know it's very awkward every time it comes up.
It was a
I mean, we're
little...
not even that different in age. I'm a few years older. It's very weird. Please never call me dad or anything like that. I would probably die immediately.
I will just call you Tav, as is your
That
name.
is perfect, honestly. Okay. Awkward, not really family conversation concluded. I'm going to go and let Eve know she has some time off.
Alright.
Just goes.
Bye.
Awkward. Okay, so with that, Paisane and Medea, you both enjoy a wonderful time together. Maybe lose track of time just a little bit, enjoying the facilities here. Paisane, I
I
think
show him around.
he ends up admitting this is better. I
It
think
is.
the hot
It is.
springs
I know.
the hot springs have like a charm to them back home.
Like a
but this-
natural charm.
Yes, a rustic charm.
This has
place,
an
he's
elegant
like, this
charm.
place has beds, and I've never had a massage this deep.
I
Oh,
know. It's been great. Couples
Oh.
massages.
this year's worth of stress gone. But you guys eventually reconvene with Mira.
Smells like daisies.
Oh yeah,
We'll-
Paisane comes back and his fur is all groomed and puffy. He's like a dog who just comes
Right.
back from the groomers and it's just and it's like a sheen. He's like, I feel like a new man, and I smell like a poet. That's I've never smelled this not bloody in my entire life.
Look at meme section. That's fine.
Oh,
You beat me
boy.
to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's beast. 100%.
Oh.
100%.
When he gets like a makeover.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
amazing. As
Oh,
you
that's
guys
ridiculous.
reconvene later in the day,
Mhm.
you overhear from downstairs. You overhear a conversation, not like yelling, but just like a little bit louder as it's echoing up. Like, what? No, you're coming. Like, nope, can't say I am. Bye. I'll see you in a week. It's like Eve runs up, leaps over the counter, does a twirl, and then Misty steps. It's just gone. Misty Eleneo, like with bags over her shoulder, like, "Ah, what do I pay her for? I was expecting to have her with me. Fine. I'm sure this Lord Dior can provide maid service of some kind. So Tab's like, I'm sure they have it all worked out. Thank God Eve got away. Okay. Anyways,
That's funny.
yes, don't forget the wonderful gift basket as he comes over and like hands it to Eleanor. He's like, are you sure this is enough? He's supposed to be a lord. I'm quite sure he'll. I mean, these are fine products from your establishment. It's like, you're right. What am I saying? All right. Well then, Tav. This is actually harder than I thought. I guess I'm leaving this to. And see, like she like, looks over at the counter, puts her bags down, comes over to Tav, and like takes his hand. I mean this sincerely. I trust you, and you have grown to a wonderful assistant / co-owner. It's been truly a remarkable metamorphosis from the first day you came. I will say this though, I mean it with all of my heart. She puts a hand on his cheek. If you ruin this, if this place crumbles when I'm gone, I will destroy you.
It's
And she
about
gives him a
right.
kiss on his cheek. And he's like,
I love her.
yeah, I had a feeling. I just want you to remember that. Don't fuck it up. And she grabs the bags. Well, teleportation. I've never done this before. How does it work?
Yes, well, we need to, go to a tree.
How quaint. All right. Very well. Let's find a tree. Well, you know we live in a desert, dear.
There are palm trees,
Palm
mother.
trees.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what kind of trees work for teleportation. I just want to make sure.
I
My-
when she's like starting to walk like in front of us, kind of ish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to my sister in our special speak.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mhm.
so Dior is ready for her now, right?
Yes.
Right?
Dior knew
Right.
she was coming today.
Right.
That is why there is the gift basket, sister. We ask for forgiveness, not for
Not
permission.
Well, now, Dior is a very accepting lord, but
Mhm.
I don't know if he's going to accept this walking into his door. And oh no, I don't know. We should have like went with Aurora.
I was like, we should have just destroyed the fucking church. Just starts walking out the door. And we'll switch
Mhm.
there
Yeah.
as you guys head out to, instead of destroying a church to save your mother, you are extracting her from the situation
And
having her
destroying
take-
Dior's sanity.
Yes, yes. It's not a war crime anymore. It's just torture now. Mental, psychological torture.
Yeah.
But hey, it's fine. That's what he's there for. No, it's not.
It's not. He's gonna hate us. It's coming out of my
It's-
pay.
We will roleplay a little bit of it, but right now we are switching back over to Leva Toast.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah. I'll do a music change too. Oh my god, it's phenomenal. Here's the map. Okay. All right. About this. I'll wait for. Well, I guess we don't need to wait for Chris to get back. Fuck him. He's not here.
I think it's still here. So anyways.
That's true. Fuck you, Chris. Anyways, how dare you use the restroom or get a drink or whatever. Anyways, as we flip over now, around the time the Varos family decided to teleport away, from their home, probably about it's probably early morning. Like you guys are just waking up the next day, Paria and Violet, after your previous day of negotiating with Chorus and seeing the sights of Levatos. You both probably wake up to a knock on your chamber doors, as there is a guard attendant there. And do you guys share a room or separate rooms in this place?
Separate.
Separate, yeah.
Separate. Okay.
They're next to each other though.
Okay. So
They have a door in the
Um,
middle, so we can open it.
I
if we
would
need.
say
sweet.
like Violet's probably been up a little bit, and she was probably a little excited for today.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Violet probably didn't sleep a whole lot.
Perry has drool on her face. Good
Yeah. Very good sleep. After you both are awakened, breakfast is brought to your chambers. You are informed that Empress Orlith is currently a bit preoccupied with state affairs. She has sent food ahead over to you all, to you both, for you to enjoy, with the note that she will see you later the morning. with the arrival of your guests. As unfortunately, even during a vacation, she's still an empress and still has to do empress things.
That makes sense.
What would you both like to do with the morning that you have of this day?
I suppose. Miss Violet is done it. She would happily.
Could you adjust your mic, AJ?
I said, Miss Violet is done it.
Nope. Went back. Went right back.
The hell? My mic's right in front of my mouth.
Okay. Try talking now.
Hello?
Better. Much better. Clearer.
Okay.
Crystal clear.
Anyways, once she is done eating, and Violet would absolutely go to the area to see if she's awake.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Mm.
guys enjoy breakfast in bed,
Yes.
basically, and then Perry, you get a knock at your door.
I'm here. I was not sleeping. Hello.
It's me. Can I come in?
Oh yeah, sure. Come on in, Violet.
Violet would enter. And you see she's like carrying a couple of sets of clothing, and she like sets it down under the foot of your bed. I don't know if I'm being excessive here. I want to put drink when he arrives. Do you think he cares about that? Also, has he messaged yet? Like she kind of doesn't even seem to notice her. Yeah.
Violet, I've never seen the side of you, and I am for it so much. Okay. All right. So no, I don't think he cares. Honestly, it's more of what you feel the most comfortable in.
Ah.
So that's your decision making.
I see.
That way you project the confidence. You project what you want other people to see. It's not what you think other people will be happy with. It's what makes you happy.
Of course. I was thinking. No.
Did you sleep?
My suit of armor. No, I wasn't sleeping. I didn't see him.
You didn't sleep at all, Violet? Are you suggesting? Just want to make sure.
No, she did. It's just like the moment her mind was going a million miles a moment.
Okay, so you did get a full rest.
Yes.
Okay. That would have affected training today. I just wanted to
No,
know.
yeah.
Funny.
That would be very funny. It's like, I'm too excited to sleep. Take a point of exhaustion.
Wait,
Dead.
what? Son of a
You know what? No, I'll just wear my normal armor and my
Mhm,
clothes, and
Yep.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yep. 100%. And no, he has not messaged. Right? No, I would have.
Are
No,
you
I would've
sure?
looked it
It's just like
Yeah.
maybe for the first meeting of the course, just can't see like.
up. No, I'm quite sure. There was no message. I don't have an answer. Actually, I don't know what answer.
No, that's that. I'm sorry. I can't believe this is doing to me so much.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Did you eat yet? I'm hungry.
Oh goodness! I interrupted your eating. I am so sorry.
No, I literally just woke up. When I said I wasn't sleeping, I was lying. I was definitely still sleeping. Hold on. Let me just put a robe on. But now I'm modest. Or I was always modest, but like, I can go out. Anyways.
Well, did they not bring you breakfast in bed like they did me?
Oh, that's what that lovely smell is.
It's like literally right by the door.
Oh, yep. No, here, come. I'm gonna bring it. Put it on the bed. Did you want to share? You.
Thank you. I've already eaten mine.
Are you sure? I mean, you gotta bulk up, right? Isn't that the thing that warriors do when they train? They bulk up.
Suddenly she turns to you and, like, with a very serious expression, like, really? Do you think I should? Should I eat more? Oh my god, am I not preparing enough?
My
Yes.
sensei is going to be disappointed in me.
Yes. You should eat more. Here, have mine.
Go eat something worse.
Oh, you have double breakfast. You have second breakfast.
Second breakfast.
As you
Alright.
guys are eating together, Peria, you get a sensation of your sending stone. How do you wear your sending stone? Is it something that's always in contact, or something in a pocket, or?
That one will always. I think eventually I'll put it on like a necklace like
Right.
thing.
Okay. You get a message from Vivian around this time. It's a couple hours later after you had woken her up abruptly. She's like, I have a bit of a break now in my schedule. If you're free to talk, continue where you jarred me out of my sleep.
Yeah, 1 second.
My own fault.
My-
I understand. I gave you a 24/7 contact to me. I wanted to know what I was expecting.
My bad. I'm so sorry. Off the phone. Violet, I need to take a very important message that's not for you. Do you mind giving?
It's definitely not
If
him.
I take it, you can
Huh?
stay. I just won't be ignoring you for the next I don't know how long.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just. I think I really should look at these. I'm just like.
Okay. Maybe like make sure you stretch. I hear stretching is very important.
You're right.
Yes.
And she starts doing laps around the room.
Very good. Okay.
Violet
You
is in
good?
like hyper mode.
Yep.
Got the zoomies.
The zoomies. Literally the zoomies. Yeah, now it's great. To continue the conversation.
Okay, great. Well, first of all, I did catch some bits from what you said before. Shape-changing Exarch was interesting. I did a little bit of digging. The unfortunate thing is that the Exarchs are almost fully autonomous and independent. We don't really collaborate terribly much. You'd be surprised how little I've actually heard from my supposed peers. Once, and Perry knows this as Vivian's explaining. Exarchs are basically agents or that handlers that have displayed enough loyalty and ability to essentially stop being micromanaged. They are given enough freedom that, as long as whatever you're doing is for the benefit of Invilis and the Order, you don't have to even report in. Just go and do your deeds for Invilis, praise be. Essentially. And so, as Vivian's talking, she's like, I'm a little disappointed that I had no idea you were being stalked by an Exarch. I thought that this position would afford me that ability. I apologize. I did uncover, though, a rumor. I don't know how it helps, now that he's apparently dead. There was a rumor of a, I guess like a boogeyman of sorts amongst the Exarchs. One who is always reporting other Exarchs to the Oracle. Something that's used to keep us in line, I suppose. The name of Memnock. Seems to be someone who can change shape at will, disappear like shadow, and has never failed a mission before. Supposedly reports directly to the Oracle rather than most Exarchs who act independently. If this is who you dealt with, killing them is an incredible blow to Castellus, and I could not be happier to hear.
I don't remember, but Levi said Memnock when we were in
I
church.
think a little bit, yeah.
Okay,
I think
don't
he
remember.
knew.
I know you told us after the
It's
fact.
essentially, yeah. Even if he didn't, essentially what you're learning now is, in fact, Peria, give me a history check to see if
Love
you
to.
heard the rumor while you were there.
Normal history. Hey.
Another natural 20. What the fuck? As the name Memnock is brought up by Vivian, whether it was the second or first time, it does click, and you're like, "Oh, he's real. What the fuck?" And it was always this like, this top tier agent of the Order that if you betray or turn or anything, he'll know. It's literally like like a shadow that follows every member of the Order and reports everything that happens. And you and Vivian probably both wrote it off as just like sure, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm sure he knows everything. Yeah,
Like,
he sees you when you're sleeping. Whatever. Definitely not Santa. And that's apparently who you had done battle with recently.
Nope, that sounds just like a. That's it. Oh my god, he was real.
Yes, apparently.
Well, he was there when the divine initiative was discussed. So,
Ah,
like
well.
you had brought up earlier, everything is known.
But that actually, I'm actually happy to hear that, weirdly. Because now at least it's not some mystery as to how Castellus keeps finding everything out. For a while I was, especially after you told me about Kite, I was worried that Kite being the aspect of progress and knowledge, it's possible she just knows everything and there's nothing we could ever do. But now, maybe it's just that she had a spy always on your back. And now, especially since he was apparently privy for the conversation with a Sorin, it explains how they knew where to find me, explains how they knew how to get in.
Just cut out the eyes.
And
That was
we've
dark.
eliminated the unknown. Now we
Mhm.
know how they found out and dealt with it. Well, you have, rather. That's actually extremely good news.
This is true. I didn't
I
think
think
about it that way.
it's possible, though we should not throw caution to the wind, but it is possible that for the remainder of our venture against Castellus, he may be less informed from now on.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm glad you're alive. That's a
Yeah.
big plus part. Fighting an Exarch's never easy, but you've
No,
done
this
it
one was
twice
terrible. Yeah, Angel of Decays are terrifying.
now. I've only heard of them. I've never seen
Awful.
one.
Hopefully there's only one. I said plural, but there's probably more than one. Oh gosh. Oh.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Yep.
But hang on, wait a moment. Varys seems to have opinions on that. Evidently, it functions similarly to the Aeons, wherein, like, the Pleroma is the greatest fragment of power that the... Sorry, I'm not very familiar with these terms. The monad creates at any one time.
Yes.
The Angel of Decay is a solitary entity that cannot be made multiples at one time, and when felled, weakens in Villis for a period.
Yo.
I think you have a bit of time before another could potentially be made.
What? So Invilis is like the monad, and then Angel
In that they're
of
both
Decay
ancient beings from the dawn of time, I suppose, yes.
is like the
A pleroma of
Pleroma.
decay. Ferris is wanting me to explain that it is not equivalent power levels, just the same circumstance wherein a monad can only ever create one pleroma at a time, and so too can only one Angel of Decay exist at a time. Once destroyed, it takes some time before it can be reconstituted. So, how much time? She doesn't know. That's helpful.
Say a week.
Potentially. It means
Big
you can't be
number.
attacked by another one anytime soon, at least.
That's exciting.
It's comforting.
Yeah. Don't want that to happen one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So then, what? Megan forgets, but
Yeah.
Tierbrin has a what?
Lapika.
A Lapika.
There can
That's a
be
step-
multiple. There can be multiple Lapika at once.
That's a
Lapika
step
is right
down from
under
Pleroma?
Pleroma. Yes.
Mm.
Typically, so quick Aeon lesson from Pathfinder. It's been a bit. The Aeons are the servitors of the monad being the condition of all or the sentience of the universe. And Aeons are created as like servitors of balance and the will of everything kind of aligning into one place. They're neither good nor evil. They will do either acts to balance the scales, so to speak. Lapika are kind of like generals. They control large, vast armies of other Aeons, but Pleroma are almost like the angels, the solars of the monad. There can only ever be one at a time, and that's because they contain so much power of the monad condensed into one form. It's why when Kite trapped a pleroma for almost 900 years, the Aeon War was on standstill because there was no more pleroma to, be a threat. And then when it was released, now there's a pleroma again out there, which you've met briefly,
Oh,
very briefly.
gosh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So then the exarchs are like the Lapicas.
Kind of. If we're going off the same structure, exarchs are at Lapika level, and then they can summon in the Angel of Decay.
Holy crap, molies. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What did we just fight?
Optional boss, yeah, optional boss fight, optional big boss fight.
Yeah.
It does mean we took that away from the whole end fight.
Well,
Thankfully.
Maybe.
maybe.
No, we did it.
Depends on how
Maybe.
long you take to get to that end
Maybe.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how we
I
are.
mean the
We're not
one
involved.
exarch.
Oh yeah, you'll have one less exarch on the battlefield.
One less
That is true.
Lapika.
Yes, that. And,
That is true.
I converted a possible enemy and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Ayun is unclear, but yeah.
Oh,
Also,
that
it was
definitely.
Ayuna who summoned the angel, not the exarch.
Correct.
Technically speaking, yes, with a divine intervention.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
That
you've
just
actually
put a-
you've not yet seen an exarch summon an Angel of Decay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Watch,
Let's
they all
talk.
have one of them.
Yeah, nah. I just put a lot into perspective. Sorry. The delay. Just
No, it's quite all right.
no
It's been,
panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it's
That's
so hot.
fair.
Well, you have a sweatshirt on or something.
No, I meant yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yes.
Paria. Paria. Not Megan.
Ah,
Actually,
Mhm.
both. It's both.
both is good.
It's both. Both is good. Ooh, okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Cool is the word I would use as
Cool.
well, Paria.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't have my abilities as an exarch are more. It's nepotism. I know that. I was only made an exarch because of my relation to the Oracle. I do not have the same level of control over the decay or affinity as the others do. It's probably why I'm not being sent out on independent missions. I'm being kept here until I'm ready for my home mission, which is coming up soon. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yes. Is there anything I can do for you? I ask a lot. So,
I- I understand. That's a difficult one. I'd like to know more about my fate as the Star Marked. I don't know if there's any way you could find out any more. You seem to be constantly on the cutting edge of new information.
just the gossip, the tabloids,
Hmm.
investigative reporter.
Yes. You've got you got your finger on the pulse of the Elkin information stream, but
Alright, find
that
out.
would be the only thing I could really use. Is right now the uncertainty is killing me a bit.
Not literally though, right?
No, not again.
I mean, I'm just
Not
gotta
yet.
ask.
That's fair. We've both been through that. Yes.
No, never mind.
No, it's all right. What is it?
Well, when you died, did you go to the void?
Maybe. I wasn't really. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of memory of my time in death.
Okay, well, that's good then.
I believe I was in some sort of stasis because I can't apparently die, as I've been told.
Hey, then
Part of
why-
my role as decided by Invilis, is to act as pawn for whichever apostle wins, but I don't know what happens after that. Are you wearing your necklace?
Yes. She would have been. There's no reason for her to be attuned to, I'll say oh gosh, what's it called?
Ident right now, or
No.
no?
Where'd it go? Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. At this point.
If I'm being entirely honest, I'm a bit frightened about whatever this star-marked business means for me. All that we know is that when there's one apostle remaining, it will begin some indeterminate amount of time process wherein Invilis reunites in the body of the star-marked under the identity of the winning aspect. That one of 8 who will then remake the world. I don't know if that means I'm going to end up as a possessed puppet, or I don't know if I'll survive. Even if you win, even if your plan succeeds and you defeat or seal Invilis or whatever the plan is, I don't know. I know you have connection with Asoran. See if perhaps there's anything he knows or anyone he might know that has answers. Right now, that's the thing that's concerning me the most, is I don't even know how to prepare. Or if there's even a way to remove this star mark from me.
I'll find out.
Thank you. That would be very helpful. Anyways, I have best get back to work. I think I've almost narrowed down the perfect team for this upcoming mission to the ruins. Let me know if there's anything you need. I may not always be able to respond, not just because I'm sleeping, but because I am working as a double, triple, whatever agent at this time, and I have to be very careful about when and where I can talk.
Of course. Understood. No, I'll find out. I promise.
I believe you. I trust you.
Stay safe.
You too.
I think I'll be safe for a few days.
That's a relief.
Yeah, it is. Just week by week. That's where I'm at. Day by day. Right now, week by week.
We both know you could fight an Exarch tomorrow with how things have been, but I will trust that maybe it will actually be peaceful for a bit.
I think it's fine. I know the twins are definitely not
Foreshadowing.
getting up into anything.
Foreshadowing, blinking on the screen. Because you guys don't even know, because they never even reached out. So it's
No.
actually, it's kind of funny. It's true.
That's
Because
why
you didn't go
everything's
through with it, so it's fine.
No.
Uh,
I'm done.
all right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Little shade.
And you never heard from her again.
Ah, man.
Beans.
And then cute.
Oh no, Todd's not doing push-ups.
Push-ups.
Sure.
While Sharon is nibbling on the leftovers of your food.
Hey. I need that.
Looks up at you, licks his lips, and then continues.
Yep.
Meow. I'm gonna turn into a
Gary.
cat. I'm gonna turn into a cat. I'll polymorph myself into
Polymorph
a
yourself
cat.
into a cat.
Yeah. And fight this other cat.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's too aggressive.
Well,
It's a
as
waste of
you're
a spell slot.
as you're beefing with a cat over your breakfast, and Violet's doing push-ups, there's another knock on the door, and you hear through the door. I thought it'd be prudent to let you know that your guests have arrived earlier than expected. They are waiting for you in the foyer. Empress Orlith is still busy with the state fairs. Should I have them wait in a guest room or?
No, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
We are on our way.
Very well.
Do you have a meeting room prepared?
Yes, of course,
Okay.
of course. We will bring them to a commons room. And you guys get yourself ready and head down with guard escort to the proper location. As you guys arrive at like a very nice, stately room with a large table ready for meetings. It seems to be almost like U-shaped of sorts, with like a large throne-like chair at like the middle of the U, so that Orlith would be sitting with these two tables of potential dignitaries or generals or what have you. It seems like it's a very large chamber, and there's only 3 individuals in the room as you walk in, and you see
Yay! Ow.
Chorus. Is just kind of like looking around. He reaches up. He's fiddling with a tapestry on the wall and like looks at, like, smells it. Like he's like just inspecting the state of the room. You see next to him the Triton with like a sword at his side, kind of his arms crossed, kind of like watching out, like kind of like keeping an eye on the door that you guys are walking through. And as you pop in, he just kind of like taps Chorus. And like, what? Oh. And you do see also sitting like on the table, kind of like kicking his legs, and is kind of like fiddling with, like, he's got what looks like an ornate like inkwell that he's like kind of like appraising. You see the form of the blue kobold, Rassus, as he's like, as soon as you walk in, he's gonna roll actually. Give me a perception check, you both.
Oh no. This is a mistake. Everything's a
Do they have
mistake.
character sheets? I don't remember.
Oh jeez.
I might have character sheets for them.
Yep.
I do.
Oh boy.
Yep. Come on, Violet. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Didn't
What was
see
I talking
nothing.
about? Ninkwell doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He's fiddling with. He's cleaning his fingers as he walks in and seems to pocket something before you either notice it.
Cool.
Valid.
And you see Chorus, upon being alerted to your presence, the door opening, you both let in, the guards close the door behind you, and it's just the 5 of you in a room. Chorus turns. I must say, I wasn't entirely sure if you were being serious or sincere.
Oh, of course. I have not yet been.
You have to, I mean, you have to admit, it was
No, that's
a
fair. I would have not
a
believed you
crazy
either.
offer, but this is impressive. Very much so. I've actually always wanted to meet this Crimson Empress after I heard she went toe to toe with Zivadona in the ring a bit long ago, ways back. She must be one impressive warrior to survive.
Absolutely, she is.
See, like, Chorus stops for a second, and like his gaze flits from Peria to Violet.
Yeah.
My memory isn't that bad. You were a lot smaller last time we met, weren't you?
Yes. Rat will step
Taller
forward.
than me now.
Rat will step forward, and it is nice to see you again. I am Violet. I reincarnated from you. I am so sorry how awkward I am being right now.
Sure. Okay. No problem. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll need to know more about that eventually. The message was for Q. I'm guessing you are the one I'm supposed to be teaching instead.
Yes, yes, sir. Teacher.
Reincarnated.
Sure.
That's none of that. Nope. Just chorus. Just chorus works just fine.
Of course.
Yeah, if you must use the word captain, it's what I've gotten used to. And see, Al goes, please don't call him captain while he's not on a ship. I don't need his ego getting inflated anymore. Ruining all my fun. Anyways, it is good to see you again and you for the second time, sort of, kind of, apparently.
Yes.
Well then, I am very curious. You said you'd been making some progress lately, and you had, she mentioned you had some secret ancient aura ability, which we are in Susail. That tracks. Well, show me.
Oh, are we starting to train now? Because I can only do it once a day right now.
Oh, I see. It's one of those situations. Okay. Well, I suppose it would probably be best if we wait for the lady of the house to be present. I don't want to damage anything in this fine room. Hopefully she has someplace a bit more robust for our training.
Oh, yes, no, there is a place to train. And Mother will be busy for a bit dealing with...
Mother?
Yes.
You both are children of the Empress.
No.
Harry of my blood, myself by adoption.
Okay. I'm learning quite a bit.
Family histories.
See, he just like can't judge you there.
No, you cannot.
But yes, there's a place to train specifically. It's where I was practicing. I exalted on my own.
I see. Well, I suppose we'll just sit tight and wait for, See, he goes over the door and just opens it. How long will this Empress be? It's like,
All day.
guards go, Empress Orlith is very preoccupied with affairs of her clan. I do not have a set time, but we appreciate you coming on such short notice, Mr. Chorus, Captain of the Unclaimed, and apparently, personal guests of this Empress. So I haven't met her yet, and I would very much like to. Could you perhaps excuse her from her very important duties?
Oh gosh. Oh, forgiveness. Ask forgiveness. I'm just
It
like,
should just be called Ask Forgiveness.
ask
pretty
for
much.
forgiveness is today's title of
Mhm.
this episode.
I mean, I'll carry her if I could show you around a bit till she's done.
Can they? And she like looks to the guard, and see the guard is like white knuckle grasping the spear. I am quite sure that would be acceptable, honored guest. Works for me. All right, let's see what this place has. As he says, like, what this place has, he kind of like looks over and winks to Rassus, who. Sec. Give me another perception check.
Oh. Ow.
Oh, come on, man.
Ow.
I'm an idiot. Oh, come on.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
They're gonna steal some shit, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
You invited
Sure are.
pirates.
I know,
You
I know what I
invited
did. I know.
Pirates
I
to
know.
a imperial
I know.
palace.
I know.
Close. Close. So, you both look over at Rassus, who seems to just he's a little guy. He doesn't have like a whole lot of like
Little guy.
pockets or anything. You're not sure. He's just as course Winks, like you hear Rassus go, yeah, we'll see what they got. I'm real excited. The hospitality of an empress. And Alderay just you see like Alderay rubs his eyes. You two can't just control yourselves for just a moment for a bit of decorum. I'm going to lose it.
Is everything alright?
Just fine. Apologize for my captain's behavior. It's like, how? The first mate doesn't apologize for the captain. That's not how this works. He does when it's you.
Why don't
Hmm.
we show them the gardens?
Yeah.
It's not a lot to steal there.
Sure.
I'm going to change the title.
Wow. Okay. So for the
Oh.
first 118 sessions, I have to
Okay.
name.
Uh-huh.
I have to no. I'm gonna make this on
Don't
stream.
do it.
I have to preemptively name the session for 117
Yeah.
sessions, and I've always asked, couldn't we just change it later? And you're like, that's not really how streaming works. And you're gonna change it now? I reiterate,
Ask for
fuck you, Chris.
forgiveness,
No,
not
Chris, just do no rest for the
permission.
wicked.
No, I mean, no. Actually, it
Come
is a
on,
good
man.
title. That is a good title. Ask forgiveness, not permission. Is it?
So when I
Perfect.
started streaming, it was a bit more janky on Twitch.
Sure.
But
It's
it's
been
gotten
3 years. I
better.
believe that. Things have changed.
Hope you
Ask
don't
for
accidentally end the
forgiveness, not
stream.
permission. No.
doing that.
You just do it on
That is
Twitch's.
that's a better title for today's session because you guys didn't end up doing the thing, so it's fine. Good.
Welcome to 10.
I'll remember this.
10 is a hypocrite. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'll remember this. Anyways, as you guys lead Chorus and his first mate and ship hand through the palace. I'm not gonna make more checks. I think a natural 20 and a previous check is enough.
Yeah.
You don't know how much Rassus might
Nope.
have swiped by this point into the
Mhm.
obscured bag of holding in his pants that you don't know he has.
Yeah.
Fine.
Priceless relics, bits of
Eh.
knickknacks, a golden doorknob. Who knows?
Who
They just
knows?
go missing.
Candelabras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nice towels. Little mini
Until
soaps.
yes, lots of mini soaps, exactly. Every room you pass by, he like Misty steps into it, grabs the little chocolate off the pillow, then Misty steps back out. Just like, This is a pretty swanky place.
Mm-hmm.
Swanky.
Uh,
You?
Alderay comes up. Pay no attention to Scales. He was raised by dragons.
Ah,
What? That doesn't mean anything in Bardest. Half the people there were raised by dragons. Well, this isn't Bardest, is it? And like, see, Alderay like gives like a hard look to Rasmus, who's like, fine. And see, as you guys walk through and reach the gardens, Chorus is like, oh, well, this is rather nice. I will say I am very appreciative of a ruler who has a taste for gardening. Not something that Zivadona certainly has any appreciation for. So,
yes.
okay. I'm losing my patience. Show me your form.
Right here in the garden.
Yeah, right here in the garden. There's no one around. There's a lot of plants that can be replanted, and we're in the open air, so we won't damage any of the furnishings. This is actually a pretty good spot.
Oh,
If you want to
goodness.
learn Exalted Flame, we only have, what, 8 days?
Yes.
Show me.
Forgive me about that. I appreciate it. Really. Alright. First, she will enter the storm rune just in case she needs the reroll.
I
Okay,
can't
so
guidance.
as you activate this rune, lightning and wind whip up around you suddenly, and you see Chorus kind of steps back, crosses his arms, and is like waiting patiently.
Okay. Just as an FYI, I might have to end it early as it is very heavy on decay.
Good to know.
And she will activate her true violet aura.
Okay, you take the initial hit of 10 decay, 10 HP,
Mhm.
as you flare with this sudden burst of dark violet melding into this jet black with just the lightest bit of violet at the edges of the aura as it flares around you, and you see like there's like a burst of wind as much as you described last time, the storm rune seems to mingle with it, and black lightning begins to arc off of you. You see a couple of nearby, like, flower bushes are like swaying a bit in the wind from your storm rune as this force erupts out. It's not unlike a Super Saiyan kind of situation where you're just sort of and like just energy erupts around you for a moment. And you see like the sashes on Chorus whip around a bit as he's standing there, and he looks mildly impressed. There's like the slightest bit of like a twitch in his cheek. He's like, is this it?
Yes, this is the true pilot.
How long can you maintain this?
I believe I can maintain it as long as I want to.
Well, I mean, like,
You
yeah, but
pass
you'll
out.
eventually reach the
And
point
die.
where you die of the HP loss or
Yes,
your decay
so-
loss. But yeah, minutes potentially. But
Minute-
considering
yeah.
it's
a minute.
5 decay per round after the initial 10, yeah, 10 rounds would be 50 decay plus the 10, 60. You could go a little over a minute before you hit your max.
So if I don't want to hit the max capacity of decay, a minute. However, this aura allows me to go beyond.
Even further beyond. Sorry, seeing Violet as a Super Saiyan is just that canon now. It's set.
Yeah.
Actually, just the other day, I was forced into a conflict that forced me to go about double my current limit of decay.
Interesting. That sounds very difficult. Anyways, brace yourself for a moment. He steps forward. His aura immediately flares out in a violent burst of deep violet, like not quite as dark as yours by any means, but his brilliant purple-hued aura as it flares out like jet flame around him as he activates his exalted flame, and he's gonna come in for an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a 17 on the die. Does a 30 hit?
Yes, it absolutely is.
Cool. So we're not going to do damage. This is more of a for effect moment. As you activate your true violet aura and are kind of showing this off to him, he enters exalted flame, moves incredibly quickly, and around this time, Orlith is exiting the building, flanked by guards.
Oh, no.
Having heard that you've basically led him on a trip without her being there, and she's like, I must say, I would have rather you come and told me that they were traversing the grounds. These are honored guests, but I've been told they are a bit rowdy. And it's like, as she's talking to the guards and coming around the corner, she sees as Cora steps forward and plants a palm into your chest and knocks you back like 15 feet into a tree.
Violet will use her parry reaction to reduce the damage.
Good. So I'm not rolling damage. This is more of a for effect moment. So you brace yourself and you go sliding backwards until your back thumps into this tree, and you take minimal damage. But the sudden rush of it, and there is a scattering of flowers and grass and leaves, and the tree shakes a little bit. It's also the tree that has a ribbon tied around it, and
Oh
is the
no!
the
Come
like
on.
tree for. It's not broken, but it is like off kilter just a little bit. As Orlith comes to a stop and goes, "What the fuck is going on?"
Apparently never. Hi, Mom.
I think at that Violet was just like kind of instinctively end the aura, just like
Yeah,
out
and
of
you see
shock.
Chorus looks over and like focuses, and his exalted flares off.
Oh goodness, I am so sorry, Mother. I didn't.
You must be the Crimson Empress. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Chorus, your daughter's new trainer. I hope you have a better accommodations for us than this, because we're going to cause some damage.
Told you we did.
He just looks over you and kind of winks. And see, she, as she's like stepping there, like the guards kind of step forward, almost like they're about ready to like arrest Chorus, and she puts a hand up,
Fine.
just walks over. I've heard you're trained in the ways of the Aurora elite, and I must think yourself to be quite capable, Mr. Chorus. This is my home, and that is my daughter, and I know you are about to subject her to some very difficult training. And I, of course, will accommodate you to the fullest extent of my ability. But if you ever strike her like that again, unwarranted, unprovoked, I will show you what it means to face Zivadona in combat and live. See, Chorus like looks her over. I was really hoping you'd be like this. That's good. She's good. I like her. She like looks back over to Violet.
If you look at memes, that's literally what Violet looks like right now. What I posted.
Oh, monkey. Yes.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Almost quite
Yeah.
have.
What she said. To Orlith, not to Violet, because Violet coming off real weak, bro.
Lilith is also
Prestidigitation
going to
fire
flare.
behind Orlith. Oh no.
Orlith.
Oh no.
Orlith
Oh, no.
on a 23 perception
Oh no. Oh, Rassus, goodbye.
leans over to she like looks to Rassus, notices something maybe like just sticking out of the corner of a pocket, and she leans over to Chorus and whispers, you're probably close enough to hear. I understand your nature, pirate. But understand, for every trinket that goes missing in my household, I will exact payment. Not in coin, but in blood.
Oh, yes. Yes, queen.
And I am more than capable of taking on a brat like you and your rowdy crew. I am Orlith of the Crimson.
Yes.
Do not forget where you are.
Hell yeah.
You see, I think I might actually have her do a intimidation.
Yes.
on top of that.
Yes. Hell yeah.
You see, like, Chorus takes a look around and notices, like, all of the guards. And, like, you've known this for a bit. The guards here are not, like, town guards in other places. Each guard here is a leveled character. Everyone that is a warrior in the Crimson is stronger than your average guard or even citizens. The people here fight for fun. Intimidation. Oh, interesting. See, Chorus looks over to Rassus. You see, Rassus takes a pocket and, like, pulls the pocket inside out as if the pocket in his pant is an enchanted bag of holding itself.
Oh my god.
And just turns it inside out. And as soon as he does, you hear... It's like almost a pile as big as himself of just knickknacks, candle holders, plates, dishware, anything he could just grab and just quickly put into like this pocket. Some things that like don't look like they'd fit in the pocket, but like it seems to be somehow elastic and able to just like, yeah. And it all just unfolds out. Orlith goes, I don't know what I was getting myself into, apparently. For the privilege of staying as my honored guest, I hope you'll understand that I must have you watched now. Chorus goes, That's very acceptable. Understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet you, though, Mr. Chorus, and thank you so much for agreeing to be my daughter's teacher. Now then, how would you like a proper tour? A guided tour of my home? That sounds quite lovely, thank you. She walks past him. She comes over to Violet. Are you all right, dear?
Yes, I tried to tell him that we had a
Did-
proper place
I know.
to train.
I know. I can tell. It's not hard to see. And you see, like, off the side, Aldebray is just like staring at Chorus, like the death glare. So Chorus goes, "What? I wanted to make a good impression." It's not a good impression. This is a bad impression. We're not in Mardest. This is not Risen Wreck. They don't find this kind of thing funny. Well, that's on them. I'm going to kill you. You couldn't. You have to sleep sometime. I just kind of have this little spat off to the side as Orlith helps Violet kind of like up. See, so it goes to a guard. See if you can't find someone to fetch the gardener. We need damage control. All right.
Sorry.
No, not you. You're fine. You're fine. Well then, shall we? And you begin a proper guided tour for your guests who are far more reticent and controlled than before, with Empress Orlith leading the charge. You also notice Orlith makes a very concerted effort to not limp throughout this. She's like specifically holding herself up a bit more and tries to keep her limp out of her step as much as possible, and never takes her eyes off of Chorus or his crew for the entire time. As the tour winds to an end, Chorus approaches Orlith and says, "Thank you for showing me around your home, and I apologize for my behavior earlier. See, like, Al just, like, kicks him a bit. As my first mate has dutifully reminded me, things work differently here, and I don't need to grandstand to earn respect. Something that I have become accustomed to in the Karanis Isles quite often, so..." And, of course, Scales has sticky fingers. Sorry about that. Grass is like, "Yeah, sorry. It's a lot of nice stuff. Can't help myself sometimes."
You're paying him 1,000 of... You don't need to.
See, Rassus goes, "We're getting paid?" It's like, "I'm getting paid." I was like, "We'll kill you. Do it. Mutiny exists. It's a thing." It's like, okay. I'm fine. Yes, we're getting paid for this. It's fine. It's fine. I was planning on telling you. I just thought it would be funny if I just showed up with the money one day. Apologies. In all seriousness. Oh, yes.
Belka leaves the area. How have they stayed together as a team? I am genuinely confused.
The same could have been said about us a
Do
few
you not
months
see
ago.
a dysfunction in our group?
This is kind of like
This is a mirror.
This is a perfectly functioning D&D party.
This is an event. Yeah, those three are a D&D party. This is a separate campaign meeting another campaign, basically.
Yeah, it's fully functional from what I can tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a monk, a bard, and a rogue, all having crazy adventures on the high seas.
Yeah.
Yep. Checks out.
As things wind down, Chorus says, "In all seriousness, though, I would like to begin training with your daughter immediately. I understand you said you can only do that form once per day. That is going to be limiting for our training, but if that is the case, we're going to have to find a way to work around it anyways, as I can't train you for 1 minute a day. So you're going to have to learn to live without that for the next 9 days. So it's best if we begin now. Where will we be training?
Yeah.
And oh yes,
No, I was just clarifying.
gotcha. Probably much to Violet's surprise, though. Orlith is like, I have prepared just the perfect location, and begins to lead you guys not back to the
Out.
castle,
Yes,
but
to the training ground.
No, up a set of stairs
Ooh.
into the mountainside, up to the forge in Mount Levatane.
Yo,
Oh.
it's some Mustafar crap right now. Let's go.
As Orlith explains along the way, we have heard much about Aurora Elite and their training regimen. Unfortunately, she looks over to Violet, the last place you did this was my bedroom. I'm not going to do that again, and I cannot unfortunately bring you to the Meteor Ring, as there are... Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Chorus. Oh, no, Mr., please. That feels very weird. Chorus, then. This training will be... How do I put it? It will affect quite a bit of collateral damage in the area. Is that correct? Oh, most certainly. Battle between 2 Aurora Elite, or even 1 and a trainee, tends to encompass quite a large area and a lot of property damage depending on where it's done. Demi-planes were used back in the past when that was available, but we don't really have that option, so... You sure there's nothing I can't break in this volcano? I would be very impressed if you managed to break volcanic steel with your bare hands, Chorus. In fact, if you do, please let me know. That may be of use to us. It takes quite a long time to mine even a single flake of volcanic steel, using the tools we have at our disposal. So if you can break it with your bare hands, you'll quite honestly revolutionize our process. Noted. Well, I'm sure... Are you sure this is a good idea? Looking to Violet.
Our opponent is someone far beyond anyone we could even possibly comprehend, who probably knows this very technique themselves. I cannot, in good faith, turn this down. If I am capable of learning it, it could mean, as he looks back to the area, the survival of all of us.
I see. Well, okay. I'll trust that this will go well, then.
I would request purifiers on standby at the very least.
Of course, I've already instructed a few to be at the Magma Forge. There already are some for our volcanists, but I've had a few more on staff. Paria, while they are training, what will you be doing?
I have a sending to make at some
Very
point.
well.
But really, I would love to learn more about gesturing out to the town below.
I would be happy to train you in that way, then.
Great.
Well, I will leave you to it then, as Violet and Chorus head to the mountain to train in an environment where they have very little chance of actually doing any harm to the surrounding terrain. Meanwhile, Aldebray and Rassus are kept under very close watch, but are given the royal treatment as much as people who tried to rob them can. We are going to cut from here now, as we have officially gotten to the point where Violet has begun her training, and Peria spends the next few days basically learning about the town. We will cut briefly over to the Holy Land.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is a lot of back and forth and back and forth. So,
Oh boy.
slight backtrack to earlier this day, oh gosh, yeah, I gotta grab Elena's.
Oh, great. I hope you
Elena.
have a counter plan for this, sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that in my twin.
Yes,
Mhm.
Spice is like,
You
you
have-
guys are talking in that voice all the time now, and it's just feels a little like you don't want me to know what you're talking about.
Oh no, not you.
Oh. See, like, Helena's going, are they talking in that silly made-up language again? I never understood them. Yeah, me either. Haha. I'm sure they're just talking about girl stuff and gossip, and probably all about me. Definitely all about me.
It is always about you, Paisane.
Everything's about me. As you guys find a palm tree in town and use your daily
Trees of
use
palm.
of the Dryad's key, you route it to the tree in town. Which tree in town specifically are we going through, by the way? Is it Peria's
Is it-
mom or this tree, or?
Probably that's the one we always come out
Okay.
from.
Yeah.
I don't think we have it connected to any other.
I don't think there's any other known tree in Renati that
No.
specifically
Yeah.
you've marked. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We should honestly have one in each corner of the. Whatever.
All right. Well, yeah. If you guys ever want to take the time and like mark more
Mm.
trees during this
Mhm.
downtime, you sure can. Just make note of it. But as you guys step out, you see Elonea with like her bags in hand, steps through the trees. Like, this is interesting. Like looking over the tree portal. You can just do this whenever you want. That's so convenient.
Well, there's a limit.
What's with the sky? It's a strange shade.
Oh, it
Is the
is.
sky different in the Holy Land?
No, it is a protective barrier, so a secondary crater doesn't happen here.
Second. Oh. This guy like looks around at the city. Well, I would say I would not normally. It's quite nice with what they've done with it after everything. And the barrier is comforting. I mean, maybe we could put a
It's-
barrier up around the oasis. That sounds quite nice.
It is
Keep out those bandits and brigands.
temperature controlled of a sort.
Ooh. Handy. I'll see if Eve knows anything like this later. She knows all sorts of spells.
I doubt it. You would have.
Oh, no. I spent a lot of money procuring Eve. She'd better know how to make a barrier around an oasis. Or she's out of a job.
Oh my god.
If it's money,
Oh,
I know.
boy.
Oh boy, nope. Nope.
She's gonna get a Foci on her.
Nope,
Oh
no,
my
no,
gosh,
no,
we
no.
blown him out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that'd be incredible. She would destroy him
Yes.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He'd
Yeah.
be broken.
He would be a broken tiefling.
Oh my gosh. So
But
as you
then
guys,
you break him after you broke his heart. Oh.
Yeah.
Just so-
Double
Well, he
broke.
doesn't really.
he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet. It's fine. You're just leading him on a little bit. It's fine.
Mm,
It's okay. It's
mm,
okay.
Not a good person.
Avosi is the most lovable punching bag of the campaign.
Yeah.
Let's go to. Oh god.
Yep.
Yep.
City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys traverse the city streets with Elonea, she makes a lot of little comments. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a bit more rustic than I'd like. Oh,
Mhm.
that's quite nice. Oh, an academy. Ooh, how impressive. She seems, for the most part, impressed by Renati. She makes a few snide comments about like, why would you choose to live in a crater of all things? It's a bit, but you know, like there's like a lot of like back and forth. You can tell she's trying. She's like
Mhm.
already like you have to pull her away at several points as she stops at the edge of like one of the crater lips and is like, I bet the building would look best right there. Yes, right about maybe 2 buildings, one for symmetry over there. Would it by the bay, over by the water? It's the docks, the fish smell. No,
Let me
never liked the
carry that
docks.
basket for you, mother. Let's
Oh,
go.
thank you.
I say to my sister in our special language, I'm just like, she knows it's not gonna be in Nuranati, right? Right?
Well, sister,
Don't you say cross that bridge. Don't you dare say cross that bridge. We're not crossing any bridges today.
this is all a ruse, sister.
Oh, yeah.
I know. But
All
if she
ruse.
actually does get this, it'll be in like the Vestive or something.
Who,
It won't be here.
who
I can't
knows?
have mother
It's just
here.
I understand.
Thank you.
Becky, give yourself inspiration for remembering De Vestive. Holy shit. I am impressed. That name hasn't come up since last campaign.
Well, yeah, we know around the area.
I know,
Yeah.
but still, just like, oh my god, I was like, you remember the name? So, and she said it perfectly. That's so great.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
as you guys approach City Hall all together, again, as is custom, not a day after your
Mhm.
supposed, like, one day
Uh-huh.
day later, the next day after your supposed vacation, coming back to
Yeah.
Annoyingly punctual.
It always
Too
happens.
punctual.
It always happens when you're like, okay, we're heading off on mission. All right, we won't see you for weeks at a time.
It's
The next day-
tomorrow.
Here you go. Here, we're just dropping this off. Could you watch this person
Yeah.
every time?
I mean,
Yeah.
we've done it like 3 times now.
Yeah.
As you guys
At
approach,
least.
3
honestly,
times as
you
a
approach the-
pattern.
yeah, you approach the front door. The guards don't say anything; just open for you. He's
Thank you.
upstairs in his office right now.
Ah, thank you.
And I was like, we don't even have to wait or anything. Ooh,
No.
VIP treatment! just walking through.
Oh.
Oh,
I
this
really
place is
hope this works.
quaint. Is this where the Lord lives? I was kind of expecting a bit more than a house, but it's a nice house, well furnished. It's like kind of just walking through as you guys walk up
It's
to
like,
Dior's office.
Oh, no. This is
You guys
gonna
like wait
be
a moment.
pretty
A
bad.
guard like cracks the door open. It's like, my lord. He goes, send them in. Immediately.
Oh, I feel so fucking bad.
It's a little. The
I feel
session
so bad
name,
for Dior.
perfect change.
Yeah. So I'll walk forward with the
I'm just gonna be
basket.
behind mom and just going
Yeah.
like this.
Lord Dior, this is for you. I'm just gonna mouth. I'm so sorry.
I see like the baskets. He sides to side. Thank you. This is very very lovely, very generous. What's your mother's name?
Player.
What's your mother's
I'm
name?
behind mom.
Yeah, Elenea.
I'm behind mom.
Elenea is my mother's name.
He stands up from the desk. You must be Elenea. I am Lord Dior Fluenti. It is a pleasure to take. She's like, oh, you are this lord I've heard so much about. It is a great honor, my lord. I am Elenea Varos, proprietor of the Sparage and a hopeful proprietor of future locations. Do you already have a zone picked out? Do you have a lot I could look at? Or do you have options for locations? I need it to be somewhere local to the markets, as spas kind of need to be local to the center of commerce in a city. But I was thinking the wharf is just a bit too fishy. Do you think there's anywhere, perhaps near that a large tavern in the center of town? Maybe we could demolish that and put the Sparage there. And she starts immediately going off. And you see Dior,
Oh.
just like his head slowly turns to Mira. What is she talking about?
I'll sending, so I don't have to say it out loud.
And you see, Linnea is continuing to talk, and she's like at the
yeah.
window going like, if you could just see, so this barrage that I have is only 2 stories, but I was thinking maybe we could do a 3rd story. It was like 3
I'm
layers
so
of this crater,
sorry.
just continuing.
I'm so sorry. Just play along. We had to say it was for a business venture to get her away.
The best of A.
I
The best of A.
am
Bye.
so sorry. I hope you like the basket.
He just like holds the basket, looks at you,
Oh
and in
my
your mind,
God.
like he's got the most like deadpan expression, like dead-eyed
yeah.
expression.
Oh yeah.
Just like,
starting to hate us now.
what the hell is a sparage? Just-
It's-
that's all you get back.
It's a spa.
It's where we used to.
Ah. Like the shortest sendings ever. What's a sparage? It's a spa. Ah. It's his response. As Elinea has just continued talking this whole
Oh my
time.
god.
Yeah.
It's like, now, you know, I don't know the climate here. This barrier is temperature controlled. Do you think we could ever, like, raise the temperature artificially to make people go to the sparage? Because part of the appeal is the sparage is the point of respite and restoration in the middle of a harsh climate. I don't know if that would really work here unless we can alter the climate. Can you do that? Also, what are the benefits of this barrier other than the climate change? Because if it's too safe, people won't need to go to a spa. It's kind of a thing where you put it somewhere where there's a sense of danger. Just like, Miss Elonea Varos, it is such a pleasure having you here to discuss your future future patronage to the Holy Land in the form of a new business venture. How exciting. I've also heard you will be attending the upcoming ball, where I will be crowned as regent of the Holy Land. She goes like, I missed that part. Really, regent? Yeah, interesting. Okay, I can work with that too. Is your castle going to be here? Oh, you're demolishing the tavern for the castle. That makes perfect sense. Then we can put the sparage here where this, like, Miss Varos, perhaps there's been a misunderstanding. We have a desert town to the east of us. A place known as Devestive, which I believe would be a perfect location for your spa. It's like, oh, of course. I'm so sorry. I missed some of the details. My daughter made this arrangement before. She like gives you. She shoots you a bit of a look before filling me in all of the details. But it is still the Holy Land. Of course, no, that makes perfect sense. And honestly, the Sparage clashes with this city. It just wouldn't fit here. Your city's lovely, of course. It's just a different style. I would love to see this Devestive, but I am quite tired from my long journey. Is there a place that I could? Yes. See Pies in the background. Pies in the background, like
What journey?
journey.
What
It's like
arduous journey?
I would like to be led to my accommodations now, if you don't mind. I'd like to see that they're up to a standards of a lady such as myself. Ah, yes, your accommodations that I am definitely ready for. Understood. Could you please, she goes to the door. Please direct Miss Varos
Is that okay? That's not just me.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not just you. I thought it was mine. just
No,
my video
Ein's
disconnecting.
dying. I don't know if you can
Yeah,
hear me,
you're
Ein, but you're dying.
You dying. You became robotic.
He,
and then
yep,
nothing.
he's completely frozen. Yep. Okay. AJ, can you still hear us? Unmute. Hello. Hi. Can you hear, sir?
I
Peria.
think they're both out.
Peria. I saw
I'm
you
here.
move. Okay.
I'm still here.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I'm the DM now.
Technical difficulties. We'll
Yeah.
put the BRB up, but we'll keep.
Maybe I should have
No, I wanna-
lied and said I wasn't here so you'd freak out.
Thanks for that, Megan.
Thanks. Hmm.
I chose goodness today.
Thank you, thank you. You chose not to be
Okay.
chaotic.
Okay.
What
Okay.
happened there?
We know now.
Or just fully
Yeah. Okay.
internet.
Dang,
Weird.
son.
Anyways,
Yep. Bring us back.
Dior will go to the door
Mhm.
and he'll go to a guard there and instruct them to lead Ms. Varos to a resting room where she can recover from her long journey and offer her some refreshments while we prepare her accommodations. And so she goes, "Oh, that would be just lovely." And you see, like, as she's walking away from the desk, she like reaches into the gift basket and grabs something from it and like pockets it, and just continues walking to the door.
I would just
and,
wait until my mom has left.
It's out of
Yep.
earshot.
As soon as she leaves and a guard brings her out, the door closes. You see Dior goes,
I just go like this. This is why I left for 100 years.
I am so.
Nope.
It's kind of,
Nope. Nope.
it was life or death.
Nope.
She was
Nope.
kind
Nope.
of with a
Nope.
cult.
Nope.
And
Nope. Give me a second. Just one.
I know.
I am preparing for
I know.
a massive. No. Nope. No. No. 1 second. I am preparing for an enormous event where I will not only be taking over the mantle of king, which is something that has been weighing on me for some time. I'm also having dignitaries from other lands who will be in attendance with the intention of forming an alliance to save the world from Gardas. I have not stopped working in a year, and that's not an exaggeration. And that's fine, because we all have to do our part. And when I took over lordship of a town, maybe I didn't understand what that entailed to begin with. I have no problem accommodating family of those who are doing their part, as I know you are. I know all of you are. But there are processes to these things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Advance notice,
Mm-hmm.
quests.
Mm-hmm.
These are all things we must do to maintain order.
I know.
It's
She
okay.
didn't.
It's all right. No more surprises, please.
Right.
All right. Only good. Nope.
No.
No.
No
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 more.
surprises.
No.
No more.
No.
Nope.
Surprises.
No,
Period.
no more.
End of
No more
sentence.
runaway unicorn knights appearing
Yes,
in
sir.
my land suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
No more overbearing Eladrin women who need to. Now I need to talk to the mayor of Devestave and establish if they have room for a sparage.
Look, between us, we just need her away from hometown for a while. You don't actually have to.
If you think that woman, your mother,
No.
if
No.
you think she's not going to have me literally sending her to a location tomorrow, no, I have a strong feeling she hasn't stopped talking once.
No.
For arriving here
No,
about where to put it.
I
need to at least do the due diligence to see if there's someplace I can pretend to be putting a sparage.
That is. Yep. All right. Yep.
Good job, sister.
This
was your fault.
No, you see, actually,
was-
I kind of feel like maybe this is me. I did invite her before talking to anyone about it. I was really nervous. She hated me when I first met her, and I really wanted to impress her, so I'm really sorry. I should probably have not done that right away.
Right.
Especially since it's not like an open invitation. I was like, no, it's not really an open invitation. No, it's not a private event necessarily. There will be some public there, but not people from other lands. I was kind of having it be for the people of the Holy Land. It's fine. It's fine. Family of friends and those who are working hand in hand for this matter. Different story. If this was just a random woman, I would have had a different answer. But tell me about this cult of animosity and why you had to bring her to me. And yeah.
Also,
And we're gonna cut from there.
yes, quick in between during the cut. Hi,
Sure.
welcome Raiders. Thank you for the raid.
Whoa.
Welcome Rudy, who's also playing D&D.
Oh, lovely.
Rudy.
Welcome, thank you for the raid. We appreciate it. I didn't want to just interrupt roleplay though, so thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome.
Cutting
So,
to.
we are cutting now from this moment, and now that things have been established for both of the halves
Yeah.
of our party, the Varus twins, you two are now in Renati for the remainder of your break because you wanted to learn dancing from your moms. You're going to have to kind of be here for that.
Yep.
Plus, Tav is in family. Going to visit him is weird.
Nope.
This is...
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus, this means you get to spend more time with Galisay. Great.
Yes. I am specific to not mix the Galisay time with the mother time. That she does
Very good idea.
She does not know any kind of item between us yet.
Fair enough. But as you guys are established here with basically getting settled with Elenea here and all the weirdness there,
Yep.
we're going to cut into a sort of time skip situation here, as I am not going to be role-playing out every 9 days
Nope, that's
of
fair.
this time skip, because we reached a point where everything you guys want to do left is kind of something you can just tell me what you accomplish over the course of the remaining 8 days now.
Yeah.
Except we do need to do one last thing before we officially hit the time skip. As Violet, you are being trained over in Susail. Pull us back over to the Levitos map. Your training is brutal over the course of the next 8 days. Chorus does not pull punches. He enters the Exalted Flame state frequently, multiple times per day, each time with a heavy decay amount that is then purified. There's a lot of purification between each fight for both of you. And a big part of the training comes down to endurance, in that you can't maintain your state for longer than like a minute, really, safely. And so a lot of it is him trying to get you to match him in Exalted Flame while you're just in normal state. And it's hard. And it takes most of the day between multiple bouts with a couple of breaks in between. The environment is stifling at points, as it is in the core of a looking surrounded by dark
Uh-oh.
round.
Robot.
You're both robots again.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's yep. If you can hear me, reconnect to Discord.
He's trying.
Darn.
Man.
Just getting juicy.
Yeah.
It was getting jop beep boop boop bop. Yeah. Discord go.
I mean, beep boop boop bop boo boo bop.
No, beep boop boop beep bop boop bop. Ah, there he goes.
And anyway, we do have some heavy rain over here.
Oh, yeah, we do too. Yep. That might
Sorry about
be
that.
inhibiting.
Very sweaty, hot training.
Yes, it's
Yes. Brutal.
summarize. To quantify this in game mechanics, we will be doing a skill challenge right now.
Yes, get it.
Skill challenge.
Let's
So-
go.
Violet, you have only ever once reached Exalted Flame for a single round when you were the last time you tried. So you have the potential to learn this. And you have a trainer. Something you've known for a while is like the one thing you've been needing, somebody who knows how to do this and teach you it. You have the period of better part of a full week to focus on nothing but this. In fact, it might even be a little disappointing for Violet, as you don't get to spend as much time with Orlith as Peria does in this week, as Chorus is very demanding and keeps you there in training for most of the day, continuously stating that it takes people years typically to learn this technique, and you're trying to do it in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, with your True Violet Aura, it is offsetting some of the difficulty enough that it's plausible. But we are going to go into a skill challenge now. So, you must make 5 successes before 3 failures.
Okay.
Your options are, and you can only do each skill check once each, and once you've done it, you cannot do it again. You have Arcana, Acrobatics, Athletics, Constitution, Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, and Wisdom.
Okay.
What would you like to do first?
So, I do have to ask,
Oh. Thank you,
Yes.
Celtic. Thank you for the gifted sub.
does my storm rune help me in this instant?
Specify Storm Rune.
So, let me see. Storm
Under
rune.
Rune Knight, 7th level ability.
Yes.
You can use your reaction to...
Hello, Crumbs. It is our
What is
Plush
it
Tuber
exactly?
D&D day. Welcome, welcome.
Reroll, I think, pretty much any D20?
Can't be surprised. Fascinating. Bonus action perfect. So the prophetic state is for 1 minute,
Right.
much like your True Violet Aura is. I will say, here's what I'm going to do. This is the course of a week. This is more of a, like, you can't really flare for advantage on this, obviously. This is more of a general how you did over the course of a week for this. But I do want to give you the ability to creatively use what's in your disposal to either make it easier or reduce DCs, something to that effect.
Mhm.
I will allow you for 1 check to roll with advantage because of your Storm Rune. Just 1.
Okay.
And then for another check, you can roll with a lower DC if you use your True Violet Aura. So essentially, you have 2 bonuses for this challenge. Storm Rune, your ability from your rune magic, will give you 1 with advantage, and then your Violet Aura will give you 1 with a lowered DC. They
Okay.
cannot be combined. You can only do 1 on 1 each. You decide which it is.
Okay.
What is your first skill check you would like to do?
So let's see. It's Arcana, Athletics, Acrobatics.
And then
Strength.
and then the everything but charisma as
Okay.
I couldn't figure out a way to make charisma make sense for this.
And I have to get 5 before
5
3
before 3.
failures.
I have the
All right.
DCs written. In fact, for the sake of fairness, when you choose a skill, I will tell you the DC you need to meet. There's no question of whether or not you made it.
We will start with my worst one that I'll be choosing.
Okay?
And that's going to be the Dex check. Because I'm only going to have +2 to that.
Dex is your worst.
Yep. Because I have to make 5 before 3.
Right.
Out of the 5 I can do, out of all the options you gave me,
Right.
I'm choosing to do a Strength, Dex, and Constitution save, an acrobatics and athletics save
Okay.
check. And out of all of them, Dex is just a +2.
Okay. The dexterity DC is 20. You will need to roll an 18. I will allow you to know the DC before you choose to use one of your lifelines, so to speak.
All right.
If you use True Aura, I'll lower the DC. Or you can use a Storm Rune to roll with advantage. Or you just go flat.
For this one, I'm gonna try my True Aura to lower that DC.
The DC for dexterity is now 16.
Okay. Here goes.
That is one failure.
Lucky.
Yes. Okay. We discussed this before the session. You did bring this up. You were switching out a feat to Lucky from Resilient. How many? So here's the thing. Lucky is.
Sorry.
Okay.
You get
Okay.
3 rolls per day.
Right. Again, this is a course of a week.
Yeah.
This isn't a daily thing necessarily. You've already rolled. It's already been revealed.
If you say this is my only use of Lucky, I'll take it.
That's kind of what I was going for. I was going to say it's another lifeline, basically, is I'd allow you to use Lucky as a one-time reroll for the entire challenge. So if you're good with that, Lucky and your Aura use have now been expended for the challenge.
Yeah.
But a 20 will succeed.
Okay.
So that is effectively, during one point in the training, you are trying to move fast enough to block and dodge and attack and activate Aura at the same time. Chorus's method of training you is not sitting and concentrating, it is in the heat of combat. He believes that the best way to activate this state and to learn to maintain it is the way you're going to be using it to fight. And so during a day, you have a moment where you are driven into a corner by Chorus and you have to activate your True Aura to essentially survive the onslaught of all the decay you're burning through just to keep up with him. And there's a moment where you slip and you feel a little bit lucky because he slips too. And you manage to just barely pass that one. What is your next check?
Oh. I don't know if you'll allow me to swap this out. Could I have, instead of Lucky, used my lightning stance for the advantage?
Nope.
Damn it. Alright.
Nope.
Alright.
If you'd like to argue things, or not argue, but apply different things before you roll, great,
Right.
not after. The title doesn't apply to this.
Alright.
This is a hard challenge intentionally. But you're one success in. Just 4 more.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the next one you're doing?
I'm just looking at all my abilities, see if I can argue any sort of thing.
You still have advantage on one thing. You have your Storm Rune.
I'm just typing everything, muting when I have the chance,
always
but I don't want to
same thing.
interrupt their roleplay too much.
Keep in mind, this is also not a case of if you fail this, you'll never learn Exalted Flame. This is just to see if you unlock it to the best of your ability with Chorus. If you fail this skill check, there might be chances in the future still.
Right.
But if you succeed this, I'm not saying you'll have it immediately. You can.
What does this do for me? Okay. Could I lowered the strength DC by using my enlarging ability.
Yes, I think that makes sense.
I'm-
Strength DC drops from 20 to 18 with that.
Okay.
But you cannot use that for the remainder of the each ability you're vying for in this is being used up for each thing. You can't do this again for another thing.
Yeah, no. I was looking at everything, and I feel like that just applies to strength.
Yeah. Some of these DCs are higher than others as well. Some of them are lower to accommodate, your abilities. I didn't want to make like the intelligence isn't a DC 20, considering you would have to like roll a 20 for that.
Right.
But
Alright. I go large. I did it!
that is a success.
Okay.
It is 2 successes.
We have a magical dimensional quiver that holds all of my
right.
arrows. We have
Your
so
remaining
many.
abilities are Arcana, Acrobatics, Athletics, Con, Int, and Wisdom.
And I can scroll down and there's more.
Alright. Could I argue
It's absurd, and I love my arrow amount.
for acrobatics advantage if I burst? As I'm basically putting all of my burst into the movement.
Her catchphrase is, I have an arrow for that.
I'm going to say no, because you still have an advantage in the pocket with Storm Rune.
Okay. Okay.
If you'd like to use your Storm Rune for that one, by all means.
Yeah, no. Let's see.
Again, you can also know the DC before deciding if you use a thing or not. Acrobatics is a DC 22.
I love my arrow gremlin. She's the best. Best thing ever. She's the best girl.
Could
Arrow
I
of dryness.
argue,
Yes, they're great. Yes.
because it is based off of what people typically use this for.
Or
Aaron can give me advantage on one of the checks with the help action by essentially, sitting on my shoulder and, pointing out the movements I need to make.
Kieran is not a master of Aurora Elite. I don't think his input would help in that regard, unless you have a way that Kieran would be able to help with one of these available checks. Essentially,
okay.
this isn't just asking you to burn abilities. I need to have a thematic
Yeah.
explanation as to why.
So
it is
if she
important.
would go to make a misstep, have Kieran get her attention, hey, look, you're about to make the wrong step here, and maybe hopefully help correct her course.
I will. Is this for acrobatics you're doing?
Yes.
I will drop the DC to 20,
Okay.
but you cannot use Kieran for anything else for the remainder of this challenge.
That's good. That's good. Alright, here goes.
Message is too long to paste all my arrows. It just stopped.
Damn.
That is 1 fail. It's fine. You still have 2 more fails you can make
Yes, Mirror?
before 3 more successes, rather, other way around. Okay.
Alright. For the athletics check. What's the DC on that?
Athletics is the hardest DC at 24.
Okay. Could I argue, if I have Aura Flight active, that it makes me more nimble?
Nimbleness is not what you're looking for in athletics. That would have maybe affected acrobatics or dexterity.
Right, it's strength.
Athletics is strength-based, and this is more about you going toe-to-toe with Chorus and taking his blows head-on and meeting him and keeping pace.
Okay. Could I argue?
Keep in mind, you still have Storm Rune. Just want to make sure you know that. But
I know. I'm
okay.
trying to save that for the
Last-ditch effort. Got it.
Yeah. Could I argue? Could I argue that my action surge would give me a greater ability to meet his blows head on?
Okay. I don't think that constitutes advantage, but I will lower the DC to 22.
Alright.
You cannot use action surge for the remainder of the challenge.
Oh,
No.
that fucking.
Don't worry, that doesn't count for 2 fails. It's just
That
one
was
fail.
my best skill.
Yeah.
Also the hardest skill challenge, so I did do that on purpose. I wanted to keep it so that it's feasible.
Alright, we're going Constitution.
Okay,
What's the
DC is
save?
20.
We're going to advantage. That one was a storm.
Storm Rune. Okay.
Because I don't think I have anything else I can argue this. Wait. No, that would make sense. That would not make sense.
Yes,
Alright.
Megan. No, we're arguing in chat over my arrow goblin.
Oh, I thought that was a drum roll you were doing.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh.
Drum roll. Oh.
Got it.
Well, that was a fail.
That is. All right. So, what this means, as the week comes to a close, and I know that doesn't feel great, at the end of the week of training, you don't find yourself able to maintain Exalted Flame for any longer than a round. Each day, you get a little bit closer towards figuring out how much effort it takes. And you see on the last day, Chorus stops you at the end of the day. And you're both profusely sweating and extremely tired. And Chorus kind of comes over and puts a hand on your arm. Just, you did very well this week. I am admittedly more impressed than I'd like to be over your fancy aura. It will help immensely when you do master Exalted Flame. And you will. I have faith that you will. But it will take a bit more time. And don't be discouraged by that. You're making more progress than any Aurora Elite ever has, as far as I know. I'm thinking you're not far. We just need to push a little bit harder next time. There will be a next time. Make time for it.
I intend to.
And I'll make time for it too, because now I'm invested.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Robot.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Really?
Oh. And there it is. Okay. Beep boop boop bop. And he's back. Maybe. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. Might have to rejoin again.
Yeah, I'm the DM. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you're the
yes.
DM.
All right, let's do an avatar campaign. Let's
All
go.
right.
Nah.
I'm ready.
Night. All week it was fine, and then tonight we had to have the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Chorus congratulates you for your effort, and Becky the DM. See, that's funny. And you guys adjourn from the mountain, back to the castle. At this point, we are through the week of respite you've had. Is there anything else you guys would like to have accomplished specifically within that week? Otherwise, it's just general hanging with family, training, learning the ways of the Crimson, etc. Is there anything else you guys specifically wanted to get done or in role play out, essentially? Keeping in mind we have like an hour.
Not
I'd probably just want to go around to different trees around. I would say like different areas of Renati.
Okay, let me pull up the Renati map and
just be like, hey, can we do one?
Do we
here,
have
one
a
here? I'll
tree
ask
in
for
our
the key.
backyard?
Yeah.
It's not that we have to
Yes,
Do you even
tune.
have
We
a
don't attune it
backyard?
to it. We just kind of
no, you need to make
remember
some
the
sort of
tree.
you need to make some sort of mark that identifies it. Like something that you can always remember this tree. This is the tree with the purple ribbon. This is the tree where I carved a name into it.
I'm gonna carve a heart and me and Paizane's name. Yeah.
Aw, that's adorable.
Because I'm fucking cute. All right.
Yeah, essentially all I need is something that makes it sensible for your
Okay.
character to always be able to recall this tree. You can make as many of them as you'd like for Renati. You can just write down tree near forge, tree near city hall,
Yeah.
tree near cathedral, whatever you want to do, essentially.
I want one at the. Well, I'm probably gonna have to make a trek for it, but
Well, yeah, you guys
one at
can.
the lighthouse. I probably one at
Okay.
the lighthouse.
That's perfectly fine. You can do that. You can edit the Dryad Key handout, I believe,
Okay.
specifically to add your known tree locations. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, it looks like they're set by all players know, Mira know, Medea, Perry. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right.
feel free to
I'll
add
put 'em
those.
up then.
Yep.
Yep.
Is there anything
I'll
else
put, like,
anyone?
3 or 4. Yeah.
Sure. Anyone else wanted to accomplish during this time?
Yes.
Why am I not surprised? I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Let me
I'm
guess.
kidding.
It's a message.
It
It's
is! It is! How did you know? How
Alright,
did you
Static,
know?
we need a compilation of every time she wants a message.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's gonna be like
Oh, that's
2
Hours.
That's
worth
a long
of vids.
time.
it's okay. It's okay. I love these.
Champagne Perry is now allowed to have a Catherine message.
I can't stop her, unfortunately.
I'll have a cell phone, guys. in
That's
the next
true.
campaign.
Technology will be
Mhm.
advanced
Yeah.
enough. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I'm thinking of next campaign being kind of steampunky magi tech, so keep that in
Ooh.
mind.
Punk.
I have ideas.
Anyways,
Definitely getting a cell phone.
Guns.
All right.
Guns?
Yeah. Guns.
guns.
Guns?
Yes.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Alright.
Interesting.
Of magical swords. Okay. To a Soren.
It's
my
not like
personal
it-
friend.
Sorry, I'm so
No,
sorry,
it's fine.
Faria.
No,
Just to clarify, it's not going to be like high tech future,
Mhm.
but 100 years of advancement because the next campaign will be like a time skip of like a century at least. And I can't argue. You already have some technology in this world. I can't argue it not advancing. So
Mhm.
Do the
guns.
GIF exist in this world?
Maybe
Okay.
come up with an idea.
Or is
We'll
it
see.
GIF?
I hate that that's in their lore.
It's in their fucking lore.
in their fucking lore that the hippo people of the Space Sea can't decide if their name is pronounced GIF or GIF, and I hate
I love
it.
that. I love that so much.
Paria, your message.
Yeah, it's my close personal friend.
Hey, Soren.
He's Soren. He's
Esor.
East.
Esor? Esor?
East. No, it doesn't
Not
matter.
GIF,
Soren, okay.
Mira.
A Soren.
The hippo people.
A
The
Soren.
GIF.
A Soren.
Esor.
Hello. I think I've asked before, but don't recall anything you know about star-marked soul, prophecy, fate, lore, teachings, rumors, etc. Just asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Asking
Not
for a
some weird
friend.
thing.
Mhm.
Feel as your message goes through, you feel that link, that Soren always kind of like
Yeah.
connects afterwards, and the open channel in your mind activates, and he's like, "Oh, I can imagine this friend has a vested interest in this.
Yes.
Truthfully, I don't know a great deal about it. It's times like these I wish I could go talk to Bartoon, as he would have more information than I. He was always more in touch with this sort of thing.
What?
I can do some investigating potentially, but it would only be anything I could find on my mother's systems, and we'll have to see.
Okay. Thanks for that tidbit about Bartoon.
What tidbit? What did I do?
You mentioned Bartoon. We know
Oh, just that I wish I could ask him. Yes, he's
he
more
knows lots of
mystically inclined.
things.
Well, yes, he's revered as like a god of the unknown and the mysteries and magic. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
It's
out.
I'm not saying he would absolutely know anything. It's just this is normally the kind of thing that I would have liked to ask him.
If only
Thanks.
we knew
If only we
somebody.
knew like
I feel
3
like you're extrapolating something I'm not saying. As you cut
fishing.
off. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna send maybe 2 more messages.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start with
That's
one.
fine.
To
I'm gonna start
Naren.
No,
Oh.
Willow.
Oh.
Familiar
Oh.
of Bartoon who has the
Yes.
library.
Yes, he does.
Hey there.
Hmm.
How's it going?
Hmm.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Ask questions. Never answers.
What could I give you for one more trip in your library?
Just need another hitman. Just one more. Just one more. Give him a fix.
one more.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Some of that more knowledge. Understandably, can't ask as a favor. Please? That's it.
The reply does not take long for you here. I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not.
No.
It's intoxicating, I know,
So,
the knowledge.
very much.
I'll think on it.
Fair.
We'll meet at the ball. Perhaps we can work something out then. So, Quill will think about how you can trade for a question, essentially.
Great. I'll send him a message back saying, perfectly reasonable. Thank you. Looking forward to the ball.
Got a date?
Oh.
I love it.
Okay, bye.
Making a note.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Mm.
He'll respond finally. See you then.
Okay. No, I'll send another message. I'm good.
All right. As you set this up, I'll say earlier in the week, so he has most of the week, because you had the conversation with Vivian like day 2 of 9, so you could easily have done that right away. So he's got the whole week to think of something, or gives me the excuse that next week I can think of something.
Uh-huh.
But the ball's not next week anyways. You guys have more time.
Yeah.
The end of the week, as you guys are at the end of the 8 days, as you guys are in your own respective parts of the world, dealing with your own family issues. It weirdly ended up, spending the whole time with your mothers, one way or another.
Yeah.
You receive, I think Perry would be the one to receive it, considering the connection to a Soren. A message from a Soren. You feel the connection one day as you're like sitting with your mother at a meal or something, and you hear Soren's voice. Peria, I don't have an update on the Star Marked situation, but Dresden is ready for you. He says, whenever you're ready, his exact words are, she's ready. I think they call ships she's. I don't
I
know.
love that. All right. We will reconvene and be there probably in 2 days. Realistically.
Very well.
Maybe a day. Maybe today. Not sure. Expect us from now until 2 days.
Understood. We'll see you then. That was very clear and easy to understand.
Oh, good. Trying to give people more advance notice.
Mm-hmm. Dior will appreciate that.
Clear direction.
Yeah, Mira. It's all you.
Ask
I
for
will
forgiveness, not permission.
Yes.
I will send a message to Mira.
Oh.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, you have the aura earring to her, which is
Let's
limited
spend-
in its words.
I don't want to spend 3 days. No, it's fine.
If you spend
This is-
decay or spend a spell
Yeah.
slot, it'll be back by the next day
Well,
anyways. It doesn't
yeah,
matter either way.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Also, I don't get to send messages to the party.
To the That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So often it's to NPCs. Usually you're
Right.
talking to me.
Yeah.
It is, Buttermilk. It's just a week
Hey,
away.
Hope
Just a
family
week.
time was
Yeah.
fun. Dresden said she's ready, so we can be in Renati today. Work for you and Medea. Bye. No.
Yes. Yes. Family time. Mother met Paisin. That works. We'll see you shortly. And sneak Galisay out with us.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
We don't need any more reasons for Dior to
Yes.
Yeah.
Chaos. It take the world.
Uh,
Not gonna send another message. Okay. Well,
okay.
I'll let Violet know, of course. Find Mama and ask her if she could take us back to Renati.
Yes, I think she knew the time was coming. Like it's very obvious. Towards the end of the week, she bids her farewells to Chorus and the crew. They obviously bid their farewells to you. Rassus empties his pockets out one more time, makes sure there's nothing in them.
He has it somewhere else.
Yes. Little do you know, both his pockets are enchanted, suckers. Anyways, and you guys are gathered together to travel. I will say, Chorus probably comes to the two of you at one point and goes, so I guess things probably changed. Last time we talked, it sounded like you'd be making your way to the Caranus Isles in the near future, and now that doesn't seem to be the case. So
Well.
Could be as soon as later today. We gotta meet up with the
Sure.
group.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's gonna happen, from now until the end of the week, or like 8 days from now. Kind of where we're feeling.
You know what? I respect that. No, I genuinely, that's the kind of freestyle that's you're already halfway to pirate, honestly.
Great.
No
I just
schedules.
wanna
It makes
see
sense.
Some of those
All
pants
we
that-
need is a ship.
Yeah.
Thank you, Voice in the Sky, for that wonderful comment. Yes, you do. Sky Pirates.
Yeah.
This guy parents.
Yeah.
That's us.
Wow.
We're-
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
What's her ship name? What's her ship name?
Oh, we didn't come up with one. Hopefully
Oh,
Justin did.
I bet you he
it-
did.
No, probably.
Is the spy there?
I know it's the spyware, but
It was
Spyware.
discussed before that you could rename it if you'd like, as it is basically a new ship. It's being rechristened, essentially, at this point.
no spies.
You
Mm.
could keep it the spyware,
2.0.
but it's up to you guys. You guys could rename it any other time, it's fine. If you don't want to, you can keep the spyware. I don't care.
Bad luck to sail on an unnamed ship.
It's not unnamed.
True.
It's not unnamed. It's called a spyware currently. Thank you, sailor.
Oh no.
Listen, all I'm saying
Need
is
champagne.
like you've got so many options, and like you could just paint it red and call it the Crimson Lion or something. And there's so many great
Yeah.
options.
All right, DM said a name. Go with it immediately.
No, stop! No, that was just an example.
No.
No, I don't want to name everything in this campaign. Next campaign, y'all fuckers are naming your group, and I will force it on you somehow.
All
Our
right.
last group was
Happen.
what, TBD too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking you made your
That was
group
me.
fucking TBD.
That was us.
Fucking
Best
Two-
defense.
The best defense. It wasn't to be decided. It was the best defense, but it just happened to be TBD. Well,
Yeah.
to be decided.
Yeah.
It stuck.
It did. It stuck.
Anyways, we'll see you
Yeah.
in the next few days.
Ish.
I won't hold you to that because you said that before. But sure.
That's fair.
Oh, also, Chorus, please take this, and she will hand him one of the many sending stones she has purchased at this
That's
point.
right. Yeah, you've got a bag of like paired sending stones, like just literally.
At this point, she's doing her own fucking Rolodex, like twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good idea.
He'll take it.
Not a
So
bad
there you go.
idea.
Now you can write down somewhere you have a sending stone to Chorus.
And again, thank you for all the training.
It was honestly more fun than I expected, and you have potential. You have a lot of potential. You have too much potential. Honestly, it's kind of scary.
Well, I need it for what we're about to face.
Fair enough. Well, if I do see you soon, I'll look forward to it. If not, be well.
You too.
Now, where the hell is my crew? He just kind of like wanders off.
Down south.
I think Aldebray would probably go to Orlith and like hand her a small bag and is like, we appreciate your patronage to us, but here is for any damages we caused. I am so sorry. Would love to be invited back again. Maybe. No, I don't. You probably shouldn't. You really you should not invite us back here again. Thank you again. She's like, you're very welcome, and it's very much appreciated. And they are escorted away. Rassus will try to do one last sleight of hand.
Oh no. Fail.
So a little bit of
Nat one, nat
kleptomaniac.
one,
What do you want?
nat
What do you
one,
want from me?
nat one. I want the nat one. Is what I want. Dang it. It's really good.
Orlith will try
Mhm.
one last. You know what? No, actually, even if she noticed it, she just lets it go. Just one last little thing, like a spoon on his way out passing a table. Just grabs it, just tucks it away.
She never liked that set, anyways.
Yeah, it was a gift from the Verdant. Ugh, Takir has such terrible taste. Anyways,
So that's minus 8,000 gold for my training, yes?
they gave back a day's worth, so minus 7,000
Okay.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
for all the
Pretty cheap.
damages they gave back.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you might not need to pay in the future. It's hard to say. Chorus now seems interested.
Okay.
We'll see. I can't say for sure.
Maybe it'll be cheaper. $500, 500 gold pieces a day.
Well, I mean, but it's also absolutely, I mean, trying on her own from what she learned this week.
Hmm. Okay. Hold on. I want to do something real quick. As you guys, as Orlith gathers you together for the travel, she asks, where should I bring you exactly? My house
Don't-
in Renati,
Your
or
house. Your house works in Renati. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Her
Right.
house.
in the middle
Where-
of her house?
Her house.
Nope.
Here we go, teleporting.
We just have the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to move.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So you guys appear back in Renati. Orlith probably would not stick around terribly much more unless you
Right.
needed it. Will you need more? Will you need further transportation?
I think we have a tree on. No.
Do we?
I can scry. It's fine.
We can
Yeah,
get.
it's fine.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Invilium
it's-
Gate. You know what? I'll say no. You've been there a few times. The Invilium
Yeah.
Gate is a notable enough location.
Mhm.
I will allow you guys to just have a tree to the Invilium Gate because
Okay.
why not? It's a very unique location in the world.
That is.
We absolutely would have known the tree there.
I'm pretty sure we might have.
In which case,
I didn't
Orlith
see it.
will. I think
Nope.
I don't think you had the key the first time you went to the Invilium, so
So
you didn't
Mm.
think to. Is the thing.
I'll scry and then.
Well, we've
maybe
been
I'll
back since we've had the key.
But the last time you flew in through a portal. That's my point. I don't know how many
Fair,
times you've actually
fair.
walked through the front door.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Orlith will hug you both tight and say it was wonderful seeing you as much as she did. She'd like to see more of Violet in the future when you're not being horribly bludgeoned by a brigand pirate. But what we got was wonderful all the same.
Agreed.
Please live and come back so we can do that again sometime. But I'll see you in a week for the ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Us
All
too.
right.
Yes.
I love you both very much.
Love you.
Squeeze.
Big squeeze. Big
squeeze.
hug.
Big squeeze.
Well, it does too.
You're so much bigger now all of a sudden. Is this what it's like being a mother? Like just watching a child grow so quickly? They grow so fast. I mean, like literally, so fast.
there's Orlith and then there's Alinea.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Elena's like, you're growing far too much. Stop growing. It's very annoying. I'll have to change all the doors in the house. Oh, it's like a very different mother situation.
Yes.
I want those two to meet eventually.
Oh,
That'd be
the
funny.
ball.
The
The
ball.
ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ball's gonna be
Ball.
great. I can't
Yes.
wait. Anyways,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Orlith will teleport back home.
You say I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
No. Jinx.
Oh.
One second.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of brevity in this moment,
Mhm.
as we're kind of getting down to the wire here, and I would like to end at a certain point,
Mhm.
really. Let's see.
For the William.
You guys gather together, regroup in Renati as you both are in the same town, and you can catch each other up on your time together.
Mhm.
I'm probably going to be winding down here for a minute. Okay. As you guys reconvene and agree to go and meet with Dresden, you use your tree portal to the Invilium Gate and find yourself within the hour standing in front of Isorin in the Invilium. I'm not going to change the map just yet. And as he welcomes you all there, Dresden is just waiting, and he's kind of like hopping on his feet. He's like, "You're here! I can't wait! I think I think you're gonna love it. I hope you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You'll love it.
We'll love
Sure
it.
we will.
I am sure. Please love it. Please. This was so much work. It's so little time. 2 weeks is not enough for most of this. If I didn't have Brog and the Soren's resources and all the it. Okay, come on. And he'll lead you guys through a portal, through the Invilium to the sort of hangar bay that you had flown the incredibly dilapidated, run-down hunk of junk you called a ship at the time into. As you do, the ship is fully repaired. Exterior looks it's honestly unremarkable from the exterior in that it is all a very sleek black. The windows are
I like
heavily
black.
tinted. The idea is, of course, it is a stealth vessel. It's not terribly ornamented. The one thing you do note is the midsection is much larger than before. The ceiling, like the it's much larger vertically than you remember it. Like, it was much more of a sleek vessel before. It's a bit more bulky, and there is a very large circular, almost like spherical dome on one side of the ship that's not on the other, that you see coming
Tree.
out of it. Well, actually, you're right. Sorry, 2 domes. There are 2 domes. One is in the middle of the ship, roughly, and one is up near the front with what looks like some sort of tube emitting from the front. Something like a cannon barrel of some form. And as you guys are led, the ship has it's on its landing gear, and it has a ramp in the middle that comes up into the center of the ship as the entry point. And as you guys walk up, you step in, and it's extremely dark, unlit, until he's like, "Okay, are you ready?" And he flips a switch, and you guys are revealed your new ship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Huzzah! There's a garden in here.
You have the living
love it.
characters, the big fucking
guys
gun.
Big guns.
This is not the
Giants.
this is the map without any barriers or restriction or dynamic lighting. This is just for full stream view, essentially.
Nice.
This is the finished product of your new method of transportation for the remainder of the campaign.
Yay!
The spyware, or yet to be named, whatever. As a quick run through, you guys enter through the center of the ship. From there is the commons room, a room for meeting that you guys had requested a few specific types of rooms for your ship. This is where you will hold most of your meetings with NPCs and otherwise. There is a set of living quarters with enough space for all of you, plus at least one potential guest. There is a garden area that has a number of different herbs. You can plant whatever you'd like there specifically. You specifically requested, though, a botanical garden that could contain an entire tree for your teleportation. And you see Naren has helped with this immensely during the week. And there is a fully grown tree with a domed ceiling over it, and these strange, almost fluorescent lights that seem to be softer and are emitting like a golden light of some kind. They seem slightly enchanted to potentially replicate sunlight enough that this
We
is...
got grow lights, bitches.
You have a grow farm,
got
essentially.
grow lights.
Whatever you want to grow in here, we're not going to talk about that right now. That's up to you. There is a cargo hold with a separate map that I can show another time. It's just basically a big open area. You have a lot of room for activities. That's the underside of the map. The back of the ship holds Brog and Dresden's quarters. Brog is on the ship, by the way, with his camel and 2 dogs. They live in the Brog's quarters. The engine room functions also as a forge. Brog had a fully functional forge back there, so you have, of course.
Yep.
No.
What else would I expect?
Yeah.
Forge. Wait.
Are you here?
It might
Might
recover. Hold on.
Maybe.
Might recover?
Thinking about it.
It's thinking.
No.
Ah.
No.
No.
Nah.
No.
Dang it.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
No.
Discord. Discord is breaking.
Also,
Yeah.
I like the fact that we finally have a toilet.
I know. Look at that. For the first time in a D&D campaign, it's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
Look at that. The party does go to the bathroom.
It's
Huzzah.
canon now.
Alright.
The
Wait,
question
where's it
of...
at?
And the living quarters.
Yep.
Far left.
The question of
Oh,
does the
right.
party go to the bathroom has finally been answered.
Is there a shower tub in there?
There's
Oh,
a tub.
yes.
Yeah, it's a brass
Yes.
tub.
Yep.
Alright.
Well,
Or bronze. Who knows?
once they rejoin, it'll fix the weirdness with the cameras.
Ugh.
That's why I'm trying to get this over with because I'm so annoyed by this.
So,
Yep.
engine
Close the
room.
door.
Urban
And
just
also functions as a forge for a Brog. You have personal blacksmithing on the go back there.
Oh yeah.
And of course, lastly, is the weapons available. He will introduce as Vigilus Mark II, a fully automatic but can be manually controlled turret on the ship, as well as a unit for communications and stealth. The communications, he presses a switch on it, and you see along the wall above it are 5 orbs, roughly this large, dark metal coloration. The ones you retrieved, the Elatis orbs that pop out and hover above the ground. There are 5 of these on the ship, and they can be communicated through as if a person is standing next to another person on the ship near one of these orbs. They can also be taken off of the ship, and you have direct, perfect communication between the orb and the ship through the comms control.
Oh, that's cool.
Stealth
This is
console
right.
activates the stealth systems for the ship. The ship has the ability to turn fully invisible.
And it's
As well as it is protected from divination while you're within the ship.
nice.
I will go into. I have stats for the ship built up already. The way it will function is it because you chose to go after the most powerful engine possible in Barastock, it functions off of an ambient system, meaning while it is parked and not in motion, it feeds off of the ambient aura in the surrounding area. Essentially, you never have to feed it ore or fuel. You just have to not pilot it for a period of time, and it will automatically regenerate power over a period of time.
It's like
That's
the
how.
train.
That's exactly it. Dresden designed the train's power system. He implemented it into the ship. It is fully. I would not say perpetual energy, as it does need downtime to recover, but it's kind of like super solar power, essentially.
Yeah.
It will just take it off of the surrounding area. It has a traversal speed of 60 feet on world map view per day, which is enough to get. Let me just show you.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
60
So-
feet of world map view per day.
Wow.
That.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Holy
crap.
Hera.
That's a day travel.
Wow.
That's 2 days.
We're in the end game, baby.
That's 3 days.
Yay!
We got our RPG maker.
On continent map view, so on like a full, like on Bardas continent, it's 60 feet per hour. So you can travel around the continent extremely quickly. The spyware comes equipped with 10 units of power capacity total. Every 8 hours of flight costs 1 unit, 10%.
Okay.
Every 8 hours of stealth mode costs 1 unit, 10%. If you fly while stealthed, that's 2 units for every 8 hours.
What if it's
You have
parked in
access to-
stealth?
Parked in stealth will still cost, well, it's a good point. I
No
think I might-
recharge.
I think I might extend the stealth duration while parked without costing a
Okay.
unit. Let's say 12 hours of stealth mode parked.
Okay.
Because it still is, it's not recharging while it's not fully recharging while it's even active.
But it can use
So it needs
some of
periods
that.
of inactivity. Right. So it can use some of it. 12 hours of stealth.
Yeah.
Inactive. Costs 1 unit. So essentially you can go a full day for 2 units of energy in stealth without moving the ship.
Okay.
Any special evasive maneuvers while flying will cost a unit during flight. Try and do like a 180, a spin, an evasive action of some form will overcharge it by a unit. Firing onboard, firing the onboard weapons while flying will also cost a unit. The weapons are heavy on power, 10% per shot, but they're very powerful. This is not a combat vessel, Dresden had made it clear this thing was made for stealth that he decided to attach a gun to. It's not designed for combat. The
Mechanically,
ship,
how much damage does a shot do?
we'll get to that.
When you fire it.
Ship restores 1 spent unit of energy for every 2 hours it remains grounded. So
Okay.
20 hours grounded fully restores the ship
Okay.
if it's at 0. So it's not like you have to let it sit for a full 8-hour rest period to get points back. You can just
Okay.
ground it for a couple of hours to restore some points. I will put all of this in a handout for you guys for next week. To answer your question, the Vigilus, when fired from ship to ground, deals 10d10 force.
Very nice.
Dope.
Can't fight an angel of decay with this.
No.
No.
But
Most things are not immune to force.
but
That's
in a
true.
war, it could be air support.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does also, yes, it is also a burst. It fires in a 60-foot radius.
Right.
Yeah.
Massive
Sorry,
DMs
30-foot
over
radius,
long
60-foot
period.
diameter.
Yeah.
Question.
Nice.
Could we, if needed to emergency power, feed it range still?
No, unfortunately, the engine has been gutted from before, and it is a
Okay.
completely new engine. Vestments do not power it anymore. This is an
Oh, good.
aura-fed, an ambient
Good.
aura-fed engine.
We like
Okay.
this.
The trade-off of it is you no longer have the ability to feed it mid-flight,
Mhm.
but you no longer have to worry about fuel, essentially.
Yeah.
If you run out of units mid-flight, it doesn't mean the ship turns off and you fall out of the sky. It goes into an emergency power mode where it can only do basic flight and must land within the next hour. You will eventually run out of power and just fall out of the sky if you don't land. essentially.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world if you do run out of power mid-flight. The ship has no form of shields or defensive capabilities, so keep in mind, it's not a combat vessel.
It's a stealth vessel.
It's a stealth vessel that Dresden put a gun on because he's Dresden and he had to.
Yeah.
We got the
Additionally,
goods.
I think I have it statted. Did I already do it yet? I don't remember. Oh, I have it. Okay. I'll put this into... I'll put it in NPCs, I guess?
Yes. Virus.
No. The giant onboard cannon is Vigilus Mark II. He still
Oh.
has Vigilus Mark I. You can
Oh.
take it off of the ship as a portable turret construct, but doing so occupies one of the 5 Elatis orbs to power it. It's under
Okay.
NPCs right now, the stat block.
Okay. Cool.
So, with all of that having been revealed, we pull back as Dresden shows you guys the entirety of the ship, excitedly tells you all of its functions, and once he's done with the full tour, asks you the simple question, where do you want to go?
Well,
And that is where we will pick up next session, as the party has reached the point of the campaign where I stop caring about travel times entirely.
yeah. Yeah.
Yay! I love it.
Yay.
It's
It's
beautiful,
amazing.
Martin.
I've been waiting to reveal this ship for like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh my
It feels like
goodness. Portable turret
as I
is
wanted to
amazing.
get to it today. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
if you guys do want to change it in any way, like color-wise or anything, I can try.
Oh,
a
it's
lot of
beautiful. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. It's awesome.
wonderful.
I love the flames.
Yeah, yeah.
The engines are
Nice.
so cool.
It's so amazing.
Oh, they're so cool. Oh my gosh.
What's your question, Mira?
Are you stealing it?
What's the
Oh,
question?
that was-
Oh, I think that was you putting the orb into
Yes,
the.
that was me
yeah,
going.
That was.
I'm taking an orb so I can
Yep.
bring it with.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
think
what?
so.
Oh,
Chris made a motion
I was
to
like-
take one of the orbs so he can use the Vigilus.
Yeah.
With you guys.
Oh.
Because it is a large construct. It is a standing turret that can move autonomously, and has it. I think it even gave it like spider climb effectively.
He
Yeah,
did.
it has spider climb.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has an intelligence of 10, and it speaks common.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I missed that part of the.
I couldn't read it, unfortunately. It's too
Yeah.
small.
Oh,
Did you click it?
Yes.
Did you open browser and then zoom in?
Yeah.
downloading
it's- Here,
You
let
can do
me
it.
bring this over so.
better perception than I do.
Hold on.
The whole
Yeah.
point of
It's
it
better-
is it's vigilant.
better.
Yeah.
Con than I do.
Yeah.
It has blind sight
It's-
120, passive perception 25.
Well,
It can be restored by mending.
I'm more
Yeah.
charismatic than it, so it's fine.
It
Yeah.
has
Better
pack
than me in
tactics, so
every
as
way.
long as someone's within 5 feet of the target, it's advantage. And it has the assassinate feature, because the idea behind it is it's also a stealth thing where it would go up on like a ceiling and then like wait.
Mm.
Yo, we can
Or something to that
gank.
effect.
What's his face? The Hand of Armageddon with this thing. Pew pew.
Get him.
Get him, boy, get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm going
and
to
we
name
can
it.
Use the Menda pillar on it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yo, that's a good
are-
point.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're a strike force now.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
All
where's
right.
Reaper? We can
Yeah.
check.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reaper-
Yeah,
If you show Reaper this, he's gonna
gonna
weep
steal it.
tears of like. It's,
He's gonna murder us.
This is
no,
beautiful.
he's been like, my
Yeah.
ship now.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Okey
Good
doke.
session. Thank you for
Oh
not
my
destroying a church and
God.
my sanity.
Yeah.
Found a good
Yeah.
solution.
Good job.
Yeah.
I was ready to
Yes.
dominate some people.
It would probably work.
Oh man! And then next week, since it is Christmas Eve, if we still play, I'm
Yes,
okay with
I'm
playing.
good to play.
I should be
Cool.
good for Christmas
Yeah.
Eve
Okay.
session.
Then next week, I would like to know where is the party going?
So
With this new
I'm
ship.
stealing Galisail ship, and we're going to the Caranus Isles. Is my vote.
That's good.
Okay.
Like that.
You have a
So,
week.
I
before
do
the
have
call,
to
so-
ask,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
is Amira making that down to the party?
Is what?
Yes.
That you're trying to sneak Galaseon?
Dior sanctioned it.
I
Did
tell
he?
Perry.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
you did. Right?
You know.
I mean,
'Cause
I
will
don't
say,
tell Violet. Because Violet is a party pooper.
I fucking hate.
Don't be a party
I
pooper.
Because
making
you
more
fucking
angry.
were like listening in on conversations and shit for Galisay, and Violet
you
has
were kind of spying
shown
a little
herself
bit.
to be a party pooper. Oh, don't you do that, Mira. So meanwhile, Perry is
the
over
voice of
here.
responsibility.
Perry is over here like, yes, let's go get her, let's go get her, let's go get her.
Violet is the new
No.
fucking parent.
That's
to
how I took
Gremlins.
it.
Which is
That's fair.
why the gremlins are hiding it from you. Welcome to parenthood.
Yeah.
I don't have to be
Um,
the responsible one in the group anymore.
For reference as well, if you're worried about time, because you only have like a week,
It takes a day
you can get there
and
in
an
a
hour.
day.
Yeah.
Not even, yeah, like
Mhm.
it's a day to get to the Caranus Isles, and then even while there, do I have the Caranus Isle map?
No, Becky,
map
that's on the
available?
23rd.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
Stardust.
I swear,
Stardust.
this is some sort of divine retribution for what you used to be.
It's called karma, bitch.
Oh.
So like looking at the Caranus
That-
Isles, like 60 feet in an hour, like you guys
Yeah.
can get like in a day
Everywhere.
you can go to every fucking island in a day.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
It's
you have time with this ship to do this whole Koranus Isles fucking segment in a week if you want.
yeah, we could
So,
probably
You could
punch
probably
out
do the
the
whole thing before
Hand of Armageddon.
yeah.
Yeah. Do that
So
first.
that's good to know. Is the party's goal for next week to go and start the Koranus Isles quest line?
I think
Yes.
generally yes.
Yes.
I know that the specifics will change in the moment. I just need to know what I should be preparing. So that is what I will prepare. If you change it last minute, I will cry on stream and it will make me
Okay.
feel really bad.
All right. I don't know if it will. We've done it before, and
Nope, it'll make you feel bad because I'll have real man tears on stream. I'll
okay.
actually be
All right.
crying, and you'll feel real awkward and uncomfortable.
I
So don't
will
do it.
hold you.
Ooh, don't you do it.
I'll hold you to that. I'll
Ooh,
hold you
don't you do
to
it.
that.
Okay, all right. I can cry on command. I just have to think of a specific video, and it'll happen.
That's
Sad dead dogs.
in the arms.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Anyways. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. Appreciate it. Is it Crumbs Buttermilk? Why is it Crumbs? Crumbs Buttermilk sounds weird. But I love it. Thank you for coming out. Good session. I'm gonna go get some. Yes, we like crumbs, and I love my slimes. Crumbs. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Yes, we have some slime people in some plasmoids and Strahd. But we'll probably be doing lots of Lethal Company this week, so if you want, you know, we can play some Lethal Company together or something. You know, we can always use more people. But take care. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Love your slime. PNG tuber, kind of advanced. What do they call it? PNG plus when it's a GIF. I play Oh, you play a Plasmoid and Curse of Strahd as well. Oh, that's awesome. If you said that earlier, I missed it with all the roleplay, so I apologize for that. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and raid Swa. You didn't specifically? Okay. Sorry, chat was kind of crazy earlier talking about my arrow gremlin. Chat was flying. She has so many arrow types, and I love it. And yes, the dry arrows are an invention of my own. Putting Dust of Dryness onto an arrow as essentially like a anti-water elemental arrow. Even if they save, it's still half of 10d6, which is like crazy. Crazy extra damage on an attack, so. Go spill some doodles of your boy. Yeah. I saw you were drawing during your stream the other day. Awesome. That's awesome that you're like full artist. Like that's awesome. I love art. I spend way too much money on art. Especially as a VTuber, you know that like art is life. It's Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and raid Swa. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.